Hello there, and a very good evening to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to the annual Aylf 2025 Gala. We are coming to you live from Safari Park Hotel here in Nairobi. And we have an amazing night lined up for you. 2025 has been a year just like any other, full of ups and downs, milima na mabonde, whatever it is you might want to call it. And of course, we are here to celebrate and commemorate that and so much more. Of course, we are going to be talking about legacy in service, and we have guests who are already streaming in, but if you're watching this from home, we are coming to you live from our YouTube page at Aylf Kenya. It's sad that you couldn't be with us here today, but we hope that you are also going to have just as much fun as we will. As I said, we have amazing and beautiful guests who are already streaming in, and I want to have a chat with one or two, get to know why they're here, what they're looking forward to, and how 2025 has been for them. I'm Chabai Kaptuya, and once again, welcome to the Aylf Annual 2025 Dinner. Now, I will start with the very handsome. Hello, how are you? Karibu sana, what's your name? What's your name?
Yes, my name is Gabriel Ngangi Munuve.
How are you feeling today?
Oh, I'm feeling delighted to graduate.
Oh, you were part of the SLDP team.
Yes.
Congratulations, and you look amazing. You look really good.
Oh, thank you.
What is one thing you're looking forward to tonight?
Tonight, I'm looking forward to having some fun and enjoyment, generally.
Amazing. Awesome. Karibu sana. Have fun in there. And thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, too.
Yay, that is Gabriel, and he is part of the SLDP cohort. And yes, they will be graduating tonight, which is exciting. I was part of SLDP, by the way. I can't remember which cohort. Gabriel ni kama anaweza nipiga kibiboko. But yes, this is amazing. Keith, how are you? How are you feeling?
I'm fine.
I must say you're looking very dapper. Ebu tuonyeshe, give us a 360. I want to see what you're wearing. Wait, first of all, I need to tell you guys, the theme for tonight is the Roman Gala. Now, I'm going to put this guy on the spot and ask him what is Roman about his outfit.
The material.
The material. How are you feeling about being here tonight? I should touch it. Okay.
You should feel it.
How are you feeling about here today?
I feel amazing. I'm glad to be here too.
What are you looking forward to? Who are you looking forward to meeting? Do you have a plus one? Do you need a plus one?
Of course, I have a plus one. It's me. Yeah, she's coming. I'm looking forward to, of course, the food, the people. I've met a few friends of mine from campus, the past alumni cohort, and also the friends I have in the current alumni, the students. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to meeting more people.
Amazing. Now, if you could describe 2025 in just one word, what would it be?
A success.
Really?
For me.
For you?
For me.
Okay, tell me one example of a success for you in this year.
I've done so many gigs, personally. And number two, we've set up the alumni committee, which is something that was in line for a very long time. Yeah, so and I'm the chairperson.
Ooh, Mr. Chair. Okay, that is Keith Clinton. Thank you so much for being here. Please feel free to have a look at our partners, what they have. And of course, let's have a beautiful, beautiful time. Yes, if I see black and a touch of red, I know this is an SLDP cohort member. So hello.
Hello.
What is your name?
I'm Kinyanjui Isaac.
Kinyanjui Isaac. You're looking very nice. Tell me about your look. I know you guys were told to wear black and a touch of red, but what inspired your look tonight?
Okay. First of all, achieving this milestone, it's not been an easy journey. Like get to this point, it's such an achievement. Yeah. So, victory.
Yeah.
I'd say victory.
If there's one memory you can recall, one that stood out for you during your SLDP time, what would it be?
Okay, when we had our first session, the SLDP Academy, the facilitators, they challenged us to think beyond the normal proscope. They challenged us to think beyond that. And it was a point of self-reflection. Like, you had to just sit down and start strategizing about whatever you thought the journey would be. So for me, it's the academy part, the SLDP Academy. And also, eventually, when we had the boot camp, like, it had a lot of nostalgia because you could reflect how the 8 months has been, and it was true definition of success. Yeah, the journey, the whole thing. I'm so proud that today I'm here.
Amazing. Now, I'm assuming you would recommend this program to whoever it is, so why don't you look into the camera and just recommend SLDP for anyone who you would love to have the same experience?
Okay. Kinyanjui Isaac is my name, and I'd love to recommend, especially to the university students, it's such an amazing program. Though it's quite intensive, I won't lie to you, the program is very intensive, but eventually it's really, really worth it. And I'd love to emphasize on the really worth it, because you'll be challenged. It will challenge you, and it will, at some point it will have thinking, it will have you reevaluating. But trust you me, at the end, all those intense work sessions, they are really worth it. A lot of learning, a lot of getting to grow as a person. It is really worth it. So if you are out there thinking about what's next, SLDP is your thing.
Thank you so much, Kinyanjui. That was amazing. And yes, if you're out there and you want to join SLDP, be sure to comment down below and we will get right back to you. Thank you so much, Kinyanjui, and welcome. Have a good time tonight. Hello, how are you? You look amazing. Wow, okay. What is your name and what are you looking forward to tonight?
I'm Domitila Kabalika. I'm part of the SLDP cohort 11. So I look forward to interacting with a lot of people, especially the speaker of today, and enjoy, and finally graduate after.
Let me be the first person, well, no, maybe not the first, but among the first people to wish you all the best and, of course, tell you congratulations. SLDP is a beautiful journey. It's a beautiful program, as you have mentioned, and there's so much to learn and to gain from it. So what is the one lesson you learned from your peer mentor?
I could say the part of being proactive, taking up different opportunities. Don't get out of your comfort zone. Yeah, especially be proactive. That's the main thing.
Okay, thank you so much. Looking forward to seeing you inside tonight. Feel free to have a look at our partners. If you're just joining us, we are here live at Safari Park. We are live on our YouTube pages at AYLF Kenya. Like I said, this is the 2025 annual AYLF Gala. And I have a dapper gentleman who's just about to walk into my set. Hello.
Hello.
First of all, I have to say, you're one of the most fine-looking gentlemen I have seen this evening. I like your look. Would you like to tell me what you're wearing tonight?
Okay, so I took inspiration. Okay, my name is Elvis. Yes, Elvis. I took inspiration from one of the greatest artists of this century. His name is The Weeknd. Yeah.
I was about to say Bruno Mars, but when you said The Weeknd, ooh, you look really nice. You look really nice, Elvis. Thank you so much for coming. What is one thing that you are hoping to gain from tonight? Not just, of course, from graduating, because I know you're graduating. Congratulations, by the way. But what is one thing you're hoping to go home learning or having known after tonight?
Okay, so from the lineup, there are a lot of great people talking today. And just from their speeches, that's the biggest thing I'm looking forward in terms of what I'm going to learn tonight. Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing all the speeches and getting a hint, a tidbit of whatever they want to teach us today. Yeah.
Final question. You said The Weeknd. I want to know, what is your favorite line? What is your favorite song from The Weeknd? And maybe give me 1 or 2 lines. Okay, maybe. What is your favorite song from The Weeknd?
My favorite song from The Weeknd is After Hours.
After Hours.
Yeah, it's from his greatest album, his magnum opus, yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Elvis. You're looking amazing. Please ensure you have a good time tonight. And hello to you. How are you? Good to see you. What is your name and what are you excited about tonight?
My name is Miraya Esther, and what I'm most excited about is finishing the SLDP program. It has been one of a kind.
How long was it, and how would you say it was fun, it was stressful, it was hectic? Someone has said it was intense. Did you have the same experience?
It began in March, so it's about 8 months. It was all of the above, but most of all, it was impactful. I think that's what I can summarize it all.
Did you make any new friends? What was your relationship like with your peer mentor?
I made new friends, and they stood out, especially Domitila and Diana Chemutai. They stood out. And for my relationship with my peer mentor, it's nice. We are working on some things, and she's also connecting me with other mentors along the way, so it's nice. Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming. Please have a good time tonight. Have a look at our partners and what they have. And then, all the way from Uganda. How are you? You look amazing. Thank you so much for coming. For those of you who don't know you back at home, what is your name? When did you even get here?
Hi, everybody. My name is Faiza Nuruddin Aikoru from Uganda.
Yay! Welcome. Faiza is from Aylf, Uganda, and we're so happy to have you here. What are you looking forward to the most tonight?
Honestly, I'm just here for the vibes. Yeah.
I was waiting for you to say the food, Faiza. So it's not the food. What is one thing you're hoping? You've seen our lineup tonight, the guest speakers that we have, some of the partners that we have. What is one thing you're hoping to learn or to gain from tonight's experience?
Mostly, I'm doing a bit of benchmarking, just learning how things are happening here because I work with Aylf in Uganda as well. And I think I'm excited for the whole of fame and just seeing what's happening there. But mostly I look forward to just cultivating relationships and making core memories. Yeah.
When did you first join Aylf? How long have you been an Aylf member?
My, oh my. This is how you want me to expose my secrets. Maybe like 4 years ago. Yeah.
And has it been worth it? Has it been a worth it journey?
Absolutely. I don't think I would be in Kenya if it wasn't for Aylf. Yeah. So many this concept of friendships, I want to find out who started the theory of friendship so I can thank them. If you find them, thank them for me. Because I really enjoy it and I love just the aspect of friendships that comes from Aylf. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Faiza. Thank you for coming. Have a good time tonight. Amazing. Look at this beautiful ladies. Oh my days. Photographer, I need you to take one. Yes, so if you're inside and you haven't come to say hi to me, you might just get a photograph. Surely. Anyway, I will start with you. You look fantastic. You look awesome. What is your name? And yeah, how are you feeling about tonight?
Thank you so much. My name is Marion Amurgat Papa. I work at KCA University as a career advisor. So excited to be here tonight.
Amurgat Papa. That is such a lovely name. Lovely as the beholder. Now, what has brought you here tonight? Are you an Aylf member? And what are you hoping to gain from the conversations and just the event tonight?
What has brought me tonight is to be in a space of people who are purpose-driven and to also celebrate the achievements of the people who are going to graduate. I am here because I support the students at the university, and it's happy to see young people take up opportunities.
Absolutely, that is beautiful. And you, my love, how are you? What is your name?
Thank you. My name is Brenda Gatweri, and I'm the Students Welfare Coordinator at KCAU, also the patron Aylf.
Oh, amazing, beautiful. How long have you been a member of Aylf?
I've been the patron since 2023. Yes.
Okay, beautiful. Now, both of you, I want you to tell me, what about your outfits makes you feel more confident tonight?
I think the best part is the long dress, so I'm comfortable. Yeah, yes. I don't have to like pull it. I'm comfortable.
Amazing. What about you, Morgat?
The scarf makes me feel so feminine, and of course, the flowy nature of the dress. Yes.
Absolutely. And both of you have actually, both of your looks almost match. The scarves and everything and the neck piece, absolutely beautiful. You look amazing. Please go have fun tonight. Of course, engage with our partners and get to know more about them. Asante Nisana, thank you so much for coming. Oh, guys, as you can see, guys are looking beautiful. Guys are looking amazing. Kama uko huko ndani hujakuja kunisalimia, the time is now, honey. The time is now. Hello, how are you?
I'm fine.
What is your name?
Angelina Nyasholtut.
Say that again.
Angelina Nyasholtut.
Oh, that is a lovely name. I can't pronounce the second one, so I'll just say Angelina. What about tonight is, giving you butterflies? What are you excited about tonight?
I'm excited to be here, and I'm an alumni for AYLF, and I'm also the founder of Women Prosper Organization. Yeah, so it's exciting to network here and to learn more. Yeah.
How long have you been an alumni, and why did you stay? I mean, so many people come to AYLF and after graduating they leave, but you are here as an alumni. What about AYLF has made you stay?
I'm staying because of leadership development in terms of entrepreneurship. So in terms of religious wise, yeah, so it's a pressure to always be part of AYLF. So I've been here in AYLF since 2009, yeah, with Mr. Gabriel Achayo. Yeah, he has actually been my coach. And I've actually got that leadership experience from him. Yeah.
Amazing. Shout out to you, Gabriel. Before I let you go, let's talk about legacy. How have you demonstrated legacy? Because you have been a leader, I'm assuming, for a good amount of time. How are you demonstrating legacy in your service, in your leadership, in your spaces, wherever it is that you are?
In terms of leadership, we always give back to the community through charity. We always visit homes for the aged and also for children homes. Yeah, and also we carry out training to empower women in entrepreneurship-wise. Yeah.
Okay, amazing. Thank you so much, Angelina. Thank you for being here tonight. And you've had one of the things we're going to be talking about tonight is legacy in service. So it's just thinking about how are we living our legacy in the spaces of influence that we're in service, in leadership. How are we showing humility in our leadership? How are we showing compassion to those that follow us and those that we lead? Again, my name is Chabai Kaptuya, and we're here at Safari Park for the 2025 annual AYLF Gala. If you're watching this from our YouTube page. If you're just hearing me from the room, be sure to follow us on all our social media pages at AYLF Kenya. Thank you so much. Hello, how are you? You look amazing. Everybody looks amazing tonight, but you look amazing. What is your name and why are you here tonight?
My name is Deche Diana, and I'm here for the SLDP graduation and also for the dinner.
So you're graduating tonight. Are you excited about that?
Super excited. Yeah.
I know there are many who, I mean, graduating rather from SLDP is not an easy thing. So you being here means you have put in the work. What is something that you learned from SLDP or from your experience that you're hoping to inculcate or just learn and even teach others even as you graduate?
The art of showing up. Like showing up, even if I don't want to show up, I should show up. So that is something that I'm going to continue doing. Yes.
Okay. And what is something, how have you shown up in your areas of leadership, in your, whatever it is that you serve, how are you showing up?
Specifically on community service, I think I've really shown up. One of my targets this year was to do more of community work, and I'm glad I did show up for that. So kwanza through my CAP, I did show up very well. So
briefly, what was your CAP all about, briefly?
Supplying lab reagents to a high school, yes.
That is actually very unique. Thank you so much and congratulations once again. Have fun out there and yeah, I'll see you inside. Thank you. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'll have a gentleman. Hello. You're looking dapper. How are you?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. Actually, you're the first person who's asked me how I'm doing. Thank you. I'm doing well. What is your name and what role are you playing in tonight's gala?
Okay, I'm Wilson Ndolo. I'm from Clarkmaster Consulting. We are a partner with AYLF. Very, very honored to be a partner to this big ordeal. And this is our first event coming. And we are very happy to be here and happy to see how it goes.
Thank you. How did you learn about AYLF? How did you interact with AYLF? And what is one thing about us that you like so far?
Yeah, the fact that you guys give impact to the young population. The biggest population in Kenya right now and in the world is the young, the youth and the young people. So the fact that you guys give a voice and you give impact to the people that are young and that will impact the nation in the future is something that is very commendable. And because at Clarkmaster Consulting we are a consulting company that speaks the voice of the unheard, gives the voice to the people, the lesser communities. And so seeing you guys do the same thing that we are doing, it gives us an honor to be part of what you guys are doing.
Yes, indeed, it truly is an honor. And to all those who are here, whether you're watching us live from Safari Park or from at home, be sure to check out Clarkmaster. If you're here, they have a table. They can come and interact with you guys, yeah?
Yeah, definitely. Come over to our table. We'll talk to you about all research, market opportunities, monitoring and evaluation, everything. We'll just give you data and tell you how data-led information and insights can give you a good backup, a backbone to make decisive decisions. And so I commend you. The gala is so beautiful. Yourself too.
Thank you. Look at this gentleman. Wow, he asked me how I'm doing and he's told me I'm looking good. Makofi kwake. Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a good time. And guys, please make sure you go interact with Clarkmaster. Umesikia, vibes on vibes, you know? Who wouldn't want to interact with such warm-hearted people? Again, we are here at the 2025 End Year AYLF Gala. We are having an amazing time so far. If you're watching this on your way here, Mbona hujafika bado? Mbona hujafika bado? We're having amazing conversations. We're reflecting on how AYLF has been and what we're looking forward to in the coming year. Now, there's someone in my periphery, and first of all, photographer. Nataka tu zoom into kwa look here, this good friend of mine, because I want him to explain to me. Acha nisichome sana. Jamani. Aya, good evening. What is your name for the person watching you? And I want you to tell me what is Roman. I hope the viewers are seeing. Munaona. I want him to tell me what is Roman about this outfit, but at least tuna match. At least.
So, good evening. My name is Mwangi Kajim. I'm a program officer at AOLF Kenya. And I loved your question, what is Roman? And also ask you, what is not Roman here? Yeah. So these, basically, I've not yet finished dressing up, so I just have to put something else here. Maybe you'll get to interview me later when I'm done with the dressing. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Kajim, for being here. Photographer, tupige picha moja before I finish. Photographer. Jamani. Okay. We'll take a photo next time. Oh, there he is. There he is. Perfect. Thank you so much for coming, Kajim, and thank you so much for tuning in. I'm about to hand over the program. Thank you for joining us. I'm Chabai Kaptuye, and I have been your red carpet host for this year's AYLF 2025 Gala. Hata kama uko nyumbani nipigie makofi, kama uko ndani makofi pia zinakubalika. Thank you.
Mic check. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. If you can hear me, say good evening. I want to continue that same energy that Shebai had. Look at your neighbor. I want you to ask them, what's Roman about your outfit? Ask them about the Romanness of their outfits. I see some have just started chatting. They've left my conversation alone. What's Roman? I see some gorgeous ladies over here at the front, some gentlemen at the back. Welcome to the AYLF annual gala dinner. We are officially started. I want to welcome Gabriel. My name is Beryl Maritim, to give us some opening remarks, and then we'll start right away with dinner. I know a little bit, I know some of us are a bit hungry. You've been eating the snacks. You're wondering when dinner will start. And so in the next 5 minutes, we'll be getting into the dinner. As you can see at the front, the buffet is set for you. So we'll begin dinner in a little bit. The cocktails for our partners and guests continue on during dinner time. So I'll welcome Gabriel to the front from some opening remarks. Please give him a hand. Thank you. That's one fan of Gabriel. Thank you very much. Please let's give him a hand again. Some more fans. Thank you very much.
Wow, wow. Some people are still at the cocktail tables. Should we be closing those cocktail tables so that guys can settle down? Is that, Beryl, is that we should close the cocktail tables, guys? Oh, it keeps going. Okay. Wow, wow, wow. Good to see you all. Such a wonderful, wonderful opportunity to be here. I know some people are still on the way coming, but because we want to keep time and we want to make sure that if they come too late, they'll not even find food, we will get started right away. Well, this is our 17th gala. And if anybody who was born when we started this event is about to become a teenager, if they've attended all our galas, they'll be happy that they've become an adult just by being part of our journey. Now, today in this room, we have our TLC members, we have our SLDP graduates, we have our alumni from different groups, we have university administrators, those who've come to join us for this, we have our partners, we have AYLF friends, and it's such a joy to be here today. And it gives me great pleasure to welcome you to this gala. And thank you for coming. And for the first time, we are starting right when we planned we were going to start. So this is such an amazing. When I look around this room, I see a lot of energy. And I think it was our friend Dean from MKU who was saying, coming to this young people is not sure whether do I belong or do I not belong, but it's a time to renew your energy. You spend time with young people, you renew your energy. There's a lot of potential in this room, and there's hope. And at least I know there are a few people who came because they knew there's going to be good food. And that good food is going to start very soon, so you better be ready for that. Now this year, 2025, our theme has been Micah 6:8. And that's according to the scriptures. And it talks about the part that we focus on. It talks about to act justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God. So that has been our theme for the year. Every year we get a theme that we try to focus our work on. So this year, 2025, this was our theme. And with a lot of pressure to always promote yourself, to push yourself, to brand yourself, this verse, Micah 6:8, has continuously, quietly reminded us to serve others, to be fair, to be kind, and to stay humble. It's not always the loudest thing, that sometimes common things that we hear, but it's one of the things that build true leaders. We're all looking for leaders who serve, leaders who are fair, leaders who are kind, and leaders who are humble. That's what we all look forward to. Our gala theme tonight is Legacy of Service. It means we are not here just to applaud what happened in this year, but we are here to ask, what are we leaving behind? What stories will people tell about us long after selfies and Instagrams that all will be posted this evening, after all those things are gone, after all those things are forgotten, and the other new posts and other new latest trending things, what will people say? Now, by the grace of God this year, AYLF has had a lot of stuff we've done. And through the continuous WhatsApp reminders, AYLF has been able to achieve a few things, and I'll try just to highlight some of those. Now, this year, we rebranded one of our main program, which we used to call the small groups. We rebranded it and called it Transformational Learning Communities, TLCs. And so you'll hear that a lot being mentioned. Because we believe that whatever happens in those TLCs in the 64 campuses embodies a transformation we are looking for, embodies a community we desire to create. These TLCs bring together about a minimum of 2,000 guys every week. Every week, 2,000 people meeting in different campuses, in the 64 campuses, to talk about issues that concern them, with a focus on leadership, friendship, and values grounded on the principles and the teachings and the life of Jesus of Nazareth. Some of those guys come because it's a juice, because it's a biscuit, because there's something interesting, but they stay because of friendship and the deep conversation they experience in those groups. We've had amazing annual gathering events this year, 2 of them to be specific. We did one in May at Lukenya. Some guys here were part of that. Some of us traveled to Uganda and were part of what happened in Uganda. And together we had about 200 elected students. And of course we travel with some deans. And thank you, Bwana Dean, for being here. We traveled together with him to Uganda, where he was part of the student event that happened in Entebbe Hotel. This gathering provides spaces of reflection, friendship, and formation. This year also we've strengthened our alumni work. We had alumni homecoming event happening and was hosted by one of our alumni at his residence in Kajiado. We've set up an alumni committee to try help us make sure that our alumni work is sustainable. We have had a number of alumni engagement. We've launched 2 new alumni groups. And there's one in Mombasa, and we have one in Nairobi, in addition to the 2 that happened already, the one in Nakuru, sorry, in addition to the 2 that happened in Nairobi. And this is where alumni meet every week, every often, to do life together, to connect, to learn from each other, to engage in value addition in the spheres of influence where they find myself. And this has proven that graduation from university is not graduation from AYLF. Because when you become a part of AYLF, it's part of your journey. Our TLCs have hosted a lot of events, leadership summits in university, and I attended the one that was hosted at MKU. Thank you so much, sir, for being helpful in making sure the MKU event was a great success. This leadership summit altogether brought a minimum of 1,000 students from the universities coming together. It's an opportunity for our TLCs to share the leadership lessons they've been learning, to now share it with other students. And I appreciate the university administrators who've made sure that these events continue to happen. We've hosted various leadership dialogues where students, our members, leaders engage justice, integrity, mental health, and national building conversation. And this is spaces where people could ask hard questions and still find hope in these conversations. We've deepened our AYLF community service. AYLF members together, different interventions and different groups, more than 50 different service projects have been done, including in-school mentorship programs, HLD programs, community cleanups, dignity drives, outreach to vulnerable groups, and through HLD, our TLCs have been able to reach out to over 20 schools to pay it forward, to go mentor the younger ones in high schools. Our Salam program, which is our reconciliation program, has continued to engage all our AYLF guys in the members and community interfaith dialogues with an aim to raise awareness and nurture leaders who know how to appreciate the differences that can easily divide us. And that is really to say that we help leaders learn that it's possible to disagree without deleting each other's number. We've equipped, and they're seated here, you'll see them today, 36 emerging leaders who've gone through the Student Leadership Development Program. They went through monthly training on leadership, emotional intelligence, spiritual formation. They engage in policy areas, and they've done 36. Each of them has done an impact project, and you listen to some of those projects. And they were mentored by some of you seated in the room. I saw one of the mentors who've been very faithful. Winnie is seated back there. Thank you, Winnie. Very faithful in mentoring our guys. And a number of you here have been the mentors to these guys. And we will witness their graduation today, and so as we celebrate this evening, as they come to the end of their 8-month journey. Now, above all these else, for me, what has made me happy is opportunity to listen to the countless stories of transformed lives. Students finding purpose, alumni assuming leadership positions with integrity, communities, presence of AYLF in very many spaces. And these are not just events that we put in our calendar to do. These are part of our legacy of service. And that is why we're here today to celebrate all that has happened this year. Every meeting, every TLC, every kindness, seen or unseen, has got into the AYLF, what AYLF has become to be across the universities and in the various communities that we work in. To our university administrators and patrons, we have a few patrons in the room, and some of the patrons in our universities, now we have our small TLCs registered as clubs. And so the patrons in the room, we appreciate you. And of course, we'll acknowledge you at some point, but we appreciate you, the patrons in the room, the administrators in the room. And thank you for trusting the young people in the universities and for opening the institutions. And you know, your schedules are tricky, you're busy, you have a lot to do, but you are always available, you show up for the dialogues. And I've met you, sir, many times. Whenever MMU has an event, I come in and you're always there with them, and I appreciate that. For you always just being there to mentor them, to engage in their dialogue, and to support them. We don't take all this for granted. We really, really appreciate. We have our partners we've tapped on to come and join us in this event. Kenyatta Trust is a good partner of ours, and we are so proud to have, yes, someone is, yes, and a good number of guys graduating today are from Kenyatta Trust. And we appreciate our partners. We appreciate, oh, yay. All our partners that have come today, we really appreciate you. Some of you might not appear on some of the things we put around. Some of you might not even appear on some of our social media posts because of some reasons. But it's through your encouragement, through your support and prayers that has underscored all the engagements and every story of change that you'll hear today and that we celebrate as AYLF. To our alumni who have proven that AYLF is not just something that you'd get done with when you finish school, but AYLF is a part of what you continue to grow and journey with. That's something, it's not just something you say, I did AYLF in campus, but as an alumni, because a number of alumni are here, they can still carry that in their lifestyle, to their boardrooms, to the villages they work in, into the startups they do, and to the various families that they find themselves in. And to our students, you are the heartbeat of AYLF. Some of you show up for very early meetings. And some of you have been called up to be in some places at 6:30 a.m. And you show up faithfully at 6:30 a.m. Some of you are part of events that go up to very late in the evening. There's a group that meets at Ufungamano every Tuesday. And that group sometimes meets up to 9 p.m. And when you go there, you find a group of students still there having conversations. To the weekends, service projects you've done over the weekends. Just this week, a number of you did the Giving Tuesday engagement. We appreciate you. In the midst of all the pending assignments, exams, and the life that you have to do, your dedication is what gives us hope for the future of our nation and what we do as AYLF. As we celebrate tonight, I invite us not to look back and say that 2025 has been good. Of course, we can do that and celebrate 2025. But I want to ask us 3 questions about this legacy of service. Where do I need to act more justly? Ask yourself that question. Where do you need to act more justly? Is it in your campus? Is it in your office? Or is it in the community you find yourself? Where can I love mercy? Is it in your friendship, your leadership, or in the decision making? How can I walk humbly with God and with people, especially when I have power and influence, or a microphone like I have right now? If tonight serves as that turning point to even a few of us to live the Micah 6:8 with more intentionality, then this gala would have done something beyond what our expectation as a team that has put it together would have thought about it. Friends, thank you for walking this journey with us in 2025. Thank you for choosing the path of leadership. Thank you for choosing to honor God and to honor humanity in serving with AYLF and through AYLF. And welcome to the AYLF 2025 End of Year Gala. Let's celebrate this evening. Thank you, friends.
Thank you very much, Gabriel, for those fantastic opening remarks. Now it's dinner time. Say, it's dinner time. I hear a lot of that coming from there, but it's okay. Say, it's dinner time. All right, so if you see to my left and my right, there is dinner that is already served. So how we'll go about this is that we'll go in tables. So tables 1, 2 will just start right away and start serving from this side. Tables 3, 4 will start serving from this side, and then we'll continue that way. If you're in table 10 and you're hearing this and you're saying, nah, you can still go ahead and serve with table 1. That's still perfectly okay. So dinner is served. Please, table 1, go ahead and serve. Enjoy. Oh, sorry. There is a person with KB. Please step out a little bit for your car. KBE 657B. Please step out for a little bit.
know. I'm loving now, you did do me slow. Baby, cause I love me, you already know. Got every head turning, I see the press coming. So what you telling me now? Who's that girl? Who's that girl? What's popping? Bad girl, there's no stopping. What's coming? Feeling the energy, adrenaline rushing. Real talk, now real talk, they wanna know. Guess you never heard of me, I'm popping out like confetti. Love it, glow me energy, cause I'm the one they wanna see. Guess you never heard of me, I'm popping out like confetti. Love it, glow me energy, cause I'm the one they wanna see. Yes, yes. You want to know that girl that no reach. It's just time, y'all. Push out, push out. Step in the party, oh, balance, see body on my G's, they low-key pretty. Take on easy on me, you get too much tease. If you give me body, I feel in the empty. Black top of girl, I'm a villain. Take me as a prisoner since you stand for justice. And if I ain't no bad pass, we better go like girl, champion, grace, who shallow. You know, say you get rugged side, you know, be body, me get plans to go and run away with you like my guess, coffee. Normally, you know, get in the competition, but to the trophy, not trying to gas you. Everybody know this to the body. I said, you know, it, you copy. Bad girl, she the life of the party. Get a one link, or they need assist. Say many girls, them day, but no many girls I be. She one of one, dangerous, and every time she got me like, who's that girl? Who's that girl? What's popping? Bad girl, is no stopping. What's coming? Feeling the energy, adrenaline rushing. Real talk, now real talk, they wanna know. Guess you never heard of me, I'm popping out like confetti. Love it, glow me energy, cause I'm
Kunguru ataka lishwe nyumbani atoka. Katili huna nafsi, huna huruma. Hata kwa ushahidi macho nilifumba. Sikutaka kwa mimi niliogopa itaniuma. Kwamba msaliti wewe kwa tamaa za muda mfupi. Hizi bado umelitosa kawekeza muda mwingi. Umebuni najichosha. Yote wewe tulojenga kwa juhudi umepomoa. Zile ndoto na mipango ya kufunga ndoa. Jera subiri lipone, bado naliupuza. Jera natamani ukome, nipe likizo mwenzio. Jera subiri lipone, bado naliupuza. Jera natamani ukome, nipe likizo mwenzio.
get off of me.
Boy, I love it when I open my eyes and I'll see you beside me. You know what I wanna do. Come closer, I see you smiling. You're reading my mind that I'm ready to get it on. Don't worry, I won't hold back. Don't waste your time, we got plenty of that. The way you look underneath the sunlight is bringing on my appetite. Kisses for breakfast early in the morning. Love me, touch me, keep me wanting. Kisses for breakfast early in the morning. Tell me, baby, how you want 'em. Kisses for breakfast early in the morning. Love me, touch me, keep me wanting. Kisses for breakfast early in the morning. Tell me, baby, how you want 'em. Ooh, don't stop, I want more. Lips like honey, baby, pour, pour. That's hot, sweet to the core. You got the sugar that I'm craving for. It's the perfect way to start our day. Please don't go, baby, say let's play. Early in the morning, I'ma give you something priceless. Come and get this loving, baby. Kisses for breakfast early in the morning. Love me, touch me, keep me wanting. Kisses for breakfast early in the morning. Tell me, baby, how you want 'em. Kisses for breakfast early in the morning. Love me, touch me, keep me wanting. Kisses for breakfast early in the morning. Tell me, baby.
Big ways, fine face, 10 days. I done they wait for you, my charge. For you, my charge. You want the phone? Yes. No case. I no go talk. Scarface for you, my charge. For you, my charge. Take me everywhere you want to go. Oh, tell me everything I want to know. No lies. No lie. Yeah. Run
run am anyhow you want to run. Shake am, baby girl you fire pass it, no doubt. No doubt. But you say, kilo come, I'm getting money, biggie money. So what's the fun? Who be risky? Body whiskey, get tipsy, but all the bar risky. Kilo come, I'm getting money, biggie money. So what's the fun? Who be risky? Body whiskey, get tipsy, but all the bar risky.
And back inside, I keep a line of scheme, and I would find it all if I had a time machine. I let it extra when I'm in that zone. Right now, y'all rocking with who? And not the peak is where I aim for.
Hey, you already know.
Success is poisonous. So many people keep hating on us. Open your eyes to the backstabbers. Open your ears to the backbiters. So Jah guide us fully ndani ya matatu. Tukachezwa kwa matatu. Ona leo tunachorwa kwa matatu. Damu jasho na machozi tu mwanangu. Uliza kiatu. I've been on the grind. So much to do, so little time. I'm only trying to get what's mine before nifike finish line. And I'm having a good time. I hope I get to see you again. Hope I get to see you again when the lifeline. I hope I get to see you again. Hope I get to see you again, you know. They never know the story of us before the glory. I do it all again. I wish we could rewind. I wish we could rewind it. Rewind
to the time slowly hustle the car back in the day.
I wish we could rewind it.
After before she took you in my style, before the fame, I would do it all again.
Rewind selector, my fans wanasema mouthful so sweet na wanashindwa tukutema dena inabidi tukumbeza matema chungu tukiwasifu tu haters, cause they can never let us go, so inabidi to explore a situation to before.
Is the pride of Africa, so keeping the Kenyan flag flying high, and I'm sure those of you who've been reading the reports and all the news about KQ know that he's been doing a great job just turning around that flagship and seeing how it can really become not only a pride of Kenya, but even the pride of Africa. And we're proud that it's one of the airlines that you actually step into. There's not many African countries and many African nationals that can say they can step to a national airline that is functional, that is traveling all over the place, and is actually winning international awards. So we're going to listen to Alan Kilavuka, and let me welcome him here again. So let's put our hands together and welcome Alan Kilavuka to speak to us on a legacy of service. Karibu, Alan.
Good evening, everybody. Are you well? Do you want me to do that thing? So it's a real honor for me to be here this evening to share a few thoughts with you. And I didn't come alone. I came with someone who I want to introduce to you. This person is my best friend as well. She's my partner for life, and she's my biggest cheerleader, so she came to cheer me on. We've been married for the last 26 years. Her name is Jackie. Maybe you can just stand and wave so people can see how blessed I am. But that is my wife for 26 years. And with her, we have 3 children, the first of which is Ingavi Kilavuka. Our firstborn is here. Ingavi, you could also just stand and wave. You can also clap for him. Good. So I came here this evening, and I was pondering around this topic of the legacy of service. And I just thought to myself that there is a important background that we need to have even before we serve. even before we build a legacy. And so this evening, I really wanted to take a step back. What is critical for us to have as people? And this mic is misbehaving. I don't know how I should hold it like this. What is important for us to have as individual members in order for us to be able to serve effectively, in order for us to build a legacy of service? So what I really want to talk about today is, for you to be able to be effective in service, you first need to know yourself. You need to understand yourself better. You need to be grounded, properly grounded, for you to serve best. So with that in mind, therefore, tonight I want to talk about identity. Who are you? Who is this who wants to serve? That's what I want to talk about. And I just want, for 1 minute, or even less, for you to turn to your neighbor. Let's discuss. Tell them who you are. Who are you? Just discuss for 1 minute. Is there a mic? Is there an extra mic? If there's an extra mic, I'd like to hear one or two. Just one or two. What did your neighbor say, or what did you say? One or two. Yeah, go ahead.
The question. I say mine or his? I say mine.
Either.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. Go ahead.
I am a man. I am a Christian. I am a father. I am a coach, a trainer. Those are the main things that I identify with.
Thank you. Thank you very much. You are many things, okay? One more. The brave one, a lady maybe. You're afraid? Or is it that you don't know who you are? One of them.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity to answer the question, who I am. I'm Gentrix. I'm a born-again Christian, a woman, a human resource professional, coach and trainer, and I'm a leader, and I lead where I'm found.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's clap for them. They were the brave ones. Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you know, knowing your identity, understanding who you are, is a precursor to understanding your purpose. And understanding your purpose is important for you to have impact and for you to be able to serve. So it follows, therefore, that if you do not know who you are clearly, if you're not clear in your mind who you are, and as I will explain throughout the evening, even if you're clear who you are, but your identity is unstable, as we call it, you'll have a problem understanding your purpose, and you'll have a problem serving effectively. There is a story that a renowned author called Rick Warren, Pastor Rick Warren. He tells of a story of a man who has no name, a man who was found beaten up, unconscious, and naked in Atlanta, Georgia. He had no ID on him, and he had suffered total amnesia. So they tried desperately to find his DNA. They did printing, public announcements, and in the end, they employed a nurse to try and reawaken his memory. But nobody was able to identify who this person is, and neither could he remember. So for the next 8 years, this person remained nameless. They didn't know what his name was. They didn't know who his relatives were. Nobody claimed him. So in that case, because we've had some of us introduce ourselves with our names, therefore this person had no identity by inference. Is that correct? Inference, therefore, he had no ID, he had no occupation, he had no family. So therefore, he had no identity by inference. We'll come back. There is a second story that I want to tell you. This story is told by the late Henry Nouwen. Henry Nouwen was a Dutch Catholic priest and a university professor, also a renowned author and a contemporary spiritualist. So after resigning from his prestigious position at Harvard, he chose to live in a daybreak community in Toronto in Canada, a place where people with intellectual disabilities lived together for mutual care and leadership and friendship. It is at that place that Henry met a gentleman called Adam. Adam was a man with severe disability. He was disabled, mute, unable to communicate in the way you and I can communicate. He completely, 100% dependent on other people. In fact, it was at any point in his life, he needed at least 10 people for him to get by. So to feed him, to change him, to move him, anything, because he couldn't talk, he couldn't see, he couldn't walk, he couldn't move. Despite, or maybe perhaps because of his limitations, became a very central figure in Henry Nouwen's life. Though he could not speak, he could not reflect, he could not offer advice, he became one of Henry's greatest teachers. In time, Adam taught Henry what truly means. It means to be, or he couldn't say, thank you. He couldn't say, I love you. He couldn't offer a hug. But it is in Adam's silence presence that Henry discovered a profound truth that is more than words, more than actions. That there is more worth, and there's more mission in life that is not tied to intellectualism, to appearance, and to accomplishments. Your identity is you just being. Adam, without uttering a word, revealed the essence of unconditional love and the essence of spirituality and guidance. Tragically, of course, Adam died at the early age of 34, yet he lived and made an impact on not just Henry, but on many, many people who attended to him throughout his life. And through Adam, Henry came to understand that every person has a mission, regardless of how they look like, what they do, what their abilities are, or what their status is. So therefore, when I was asking you about your identity, and I was saying, define yourself, most of what I heard was, you told me what your name was. You told me what you do. Some of you even told me what you have, a degree or something or other. And I didn't hear, but some would say, what other people say about you. This is how we traditionally define ourselves. What we do, what we have, and what other people say about us. That's who we are. That's what we think we are. In fact, if you say you are a CEO of Kenya Airways, and that's your identity, what happens when you stop being a CEO of Kenya Airways? There's the renowned author C.S. Lewis says that we are not, it's not that we are even really proud. For example, if we define ourselves as, say, millionaires, it's not that we are even proud of having money. It's not that we're showing off that we have money, but rather we are proud that we have money that the next person does not have. So we are proud that we are smarter than the next person. That's how we define ourselves. That's why for us, these items, things, are what defines us. So let me talk a little bit about these identities. Traditionally, there are three ways in which we try and define ourselves, because for the most part, it is society that forces you to define who you are. In the first instance, we as Africans, it's called a traditional source of identity. The culture dictates who you are, or at least attempts to identify who you are. So it pushes an identity on you. And for the most part, it is an identity that is covered in a culture of shame and honor. So it arises from roles and responsibilities that society expects of you. And your self-esteem will depend on how you fulfill that role. So these roles like father, you heard someone saying, I'm a father. Okay? You're an elder. And now we have moved it from being a chief in the olden days to being a CEO or a leader. So society is telling you your role is your identity. And you will fail or succeed based on how you perform your role. So you have to live up to society. So traditionally, as Africans, that is how we are defined. I was reading a book called Things Fall Apart. I think most of you know it, by Chinua Achebe. In one of the scenes, when Okonkwo is banished from his homeland, from his fatherland, and sent to his motherland. Do you remember that scene? Those of you who read Things Fall Apart? How many read Things Fall Apart? So I forgot these are Gen Zs. Okay. That is a book that actually you should read. I think you'll enjoy it. I read it to my children when they were young, and they were very young, and they enjoyed it. But anyway, in one of the scenes, Things Fall Apart, Okonkwo, who is the main character, is banished from his fatherland to his motherland because of a sin that he committed. He had actually killed one of his children. And the story, I will not go to the story. But because of what society expected of him, he is consumed with grief. And he moves around in his motherland with a lot of anger and grief. So his father-in-law tells him, so his uncle tells him this, and I'll just quote what his uncle said because I copied from that book. His uncle, he cleared his throat and he told him, it's true that a child belongs to its father. But when the father beats his child, it seeks sympathy from its mother's heart. A man belongs to his fatherland when things are good and sweet. But when there is sorrow and bitterness, he finds refuge in his motherland. Your mother is there to protect you. She's buried there. And that is why we say that mother is supreme. Is it right that you, Okonkwo, should bring your mother a heavy face and refuse to be comforted? Be careful, or you may displease the dead. Your duty is to comfort your wives and children. Note, your duty is to comfort your wife and children and take them back to their fatherland after 7 years. So society is telling him what his duty is. But if you allow sorrow to weigh you down and kill you, they will all die in exile. So society is telling him, this is your identity, and you will fail or succeed depending on how you perform that particular role and responsibility. That is what society has expected of us. That is why, for us as Africans, we are very big on titles. We are very big on status. We are very big on how we show up in society. So that is one. But of course, there's the modernity of life. And today, society is becoming more individualistic. And I was just joking with my wife, but I was going to mention it today. You've heard of the My Dress, My Choice movement. That is modernity. In other words, you should be in charge of your own identity. Nobody should tell you, because you know best how you should show up. You know best who you are. Society cannot impose on you any sort of an identity because you know better. Okay? And I know the young generation will resonate with this one much more. So society, therefore, so the modern society expects you, therefore, to set your own course. Only you know what is best for you. Now, the problem with that is, yes, you may know what is good for you, but sometimes, or many times, what you think is good for you, what your desires are for yourself, conflict with each other. Do you know that your desires, you have two desires, and they are conflicting, they are in conflict with each other. So therefore, which one of the two will you take? Let me give you an example. So you are desirous, and I have a simple example because you're having a meal. You're desirous of having a sweet cake. You'd like to have a sweet cake. You desire, that's your desire. At the same time, you desire to be healthy. Right there, there's conflict. You have two desires and they conflict one with another. So the problem with having an identity, it is always that it will possibly conflict with another. Another example is progressing in your career, especially if you're a mother. You want to progress in your career. So you want to extend hard. You want to work harder. You also want to get children. So you want to delay children because of your career. Both of them, you want to be a mother. You also want to be a career lady. Are they not conflicting? So that's one. That's one problem. Another problem with this individualism is that it's unstable. Because at one point, you desire one thing, 2 years down the road, you've changed. So if you rely on your own desire to gain your own identity, it is very unstable because it is bound to change. Your desires are bound to change with time or with circumstances. As you grow older, you are shifting and changing. And if there's anything about identity, it needs grounding. It needs anchoring. But because you want to pull identity from within yourself, it becomes extremely difficult for you to have a stable and grounded identity. The third problem is that it is an illusion, mainly because of the first two. You're always chasing it. It is a desire that you have. For the most part, when you define your own identity from within yourself, it is normally aspirational, okay? And that aspiration is always an illusion. You're always chasing it. And the fourth one, it is that it can be suffocating. It can be suffocating because whether you succeed, for example, in your career, or you fail, both of them will catch you. If you succeed, for example, if your desire is to grow in your career and make a lot of money and become a successful business person, for instance, in that particular case, the success goes to your head and suffocates you. If you fail, on the other hand, it crushes you. So this particular self-identification process is, you never win. At some point you think you have, but it starts suffocating you. Then as you go down the road, when you fail, it crushes you. So you never win. So that is second. So I've talked about the traditional, where society imposes an identity on you, the modern culture, which expects you to define your own identity, to get your own identity, to define yourself, to be an individual, and the problems that it comes up with. Then there's a third one, and maybe a fourth one, but I'll end with the third one. The third one is a Christian alternative. And I'm being very specific. I'm not talking about a religious alternative. I'm talking about a Christian alternative, not a religious alternative. Because a religious alternative is just as bad as the one I described being the modern culture. So the Christian alternative is one that expects not that society imposes an identity on you, or that you yourself define yourself because you have limitations, that you gain an identity from someone outside of you, and that person is a person of Jesus Christ. But in fact, if you put aside Jesus Christ for even a second, so you can see how rich this alternative is. If you have someone you greatly admire, a person, just a human being, you like you and me, you greatly admire, someone you really look up to, someone who has done things right, and you follow them maybe on Twitter or Facebook or read their books and so on and so forth. You greatly admire them because they have done things, and you'd like to be like them. You'd like to walk in their footsteps. You'd like to probably be exactly like them even, okay? And some of you might have those kind of people. Do you have someone like that? Maybe? So for a second, if you think about it, if this person that you admire so much came to you and said, I love you, you will make it, you are good enough, I have watched you, how would that make you feel? How would that make you feel? Or you don't have such a person? Maybe I'm talking to people who don't. Do you have such a person? How would it make you feel when someone you admire greatly praises you, gives you worth? Some of you have watched The Lord of the Rings. In one of the scenes, a famous quote is made. The praise of the praiseworthy is above all rewards. In other words, the person who you want to praise, if that person praises you, it is above all rewards. It's above everything else. So, the same goes for the person of Jesus Christ, because of the promises that he has in his book. And by the way, I forgot to mention that I'm also a Christian and that I support AYLF. And it's on this basis that I'm making this talk. So in the book of John, chapter 10, verse 3, there, in fact, a big portion of the book of John, Jesus talks to his followers, and he talks to them about calling them out. He says, his sheep knows him, and he knows the sheep, and he names his sheep, and he leads them out. In other words, he gives identity to the people who acknowledge him and leads them out, shows them the way. This is a Christian alternative. Jesus Christ calling you out, naming you, and leading you out. So in the book, the good book in the Bible, there are very specific items. There are very specific things that Jesus says all throughout the Bible of what your identity is. And they are very rich. But I wanted to zero in on one portion of Scripture that will hopefully help you to ground yourself in the Christian alternative. So you don't wander off in waiting for someone in society to try and identify you, or try and dig it within yourself to identify yourself. But know that there is someone who has already named you and wants to lead you out. That is the book of 1 Peter 2, verses 9. It's a very famous portion of Scripture. I'll read it. It says, "But you are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's special possession, that you may declare the praises of him who called you out of darkness into his marvelous light." And then verse 10, which I didn't mention, says, "Once you are not a people, but now you are a people of God. Once you did not receive mercy, but now you have received mercy." In this portion of Scripture, there are 4 items that Peter identifies, you and I, us. He says, you're a chosen people. Of course, he's talking about Israelites. You're a chosen people, number 1. Secondly, you are a royal priesthood, number 2. Thirdly, you're a holy nation, number 4. Then fifthly, you are God's special possession. This, ladies and gentlemen, is very rich. And let me talk about those 4 items briefly before I conclude. So God defines you as chosen people. Why? Because it is God who chooses you, not you choosing God. And when you are chosen by God, it talks about being special. And because God has chosen you, he's choosing you for a special work. So he has reached out to you, chosen you, and set you aside. I heard Gabriel talking about your theme for this year being Micah 6:8, I think he said, right? And I think they said there were 3 things, talking about you should have, what did they say? Justice, and love mercy, and walk humbly before the Lord. Is that not correct? Is that not correct? Am I talking to the right crowd here? Is that not correct? 6:8, right? Micah 6:8. Am I correct? Okay. Gabriel, I think maybe they didn't know this one because they're very muted in their responses. So that is God's special work. That's why I'm identifying it here. That Micah 6:8 is God's special work. God has chosen you and set you aside for a special work. So in whatever you're doing, in the role and responsibilities that you're currently working on, that's God's special work. Because all work is God's work. So that when you put your hand to doing it, you do it because you know that I'm chosen by God to do this. That's how you gain your identity. And if you don't know what your special work is, ask yourself, what is my special work? Okay? As a leader, I want to leave a legacy of service. What is my special work that the Lord has set me aside so that I can do it in justice, love mercy, and walk humbly before the Lord? So that is chosen people. Then he says that you are a royal priesthood. Why are you a royal priesthood? Because you are unique. Not only are you unique, but you are treasured. Not only are you treasured, but you are made in God's image. This is important, especially for our young people. You should not wait for someone externally to give you this assurance that not only are you unique, but that you are treasured, because it has already been said by someone who is praiseworthy. Remember what we said? Someone who's praiseworthy, when they praise you, it's above all rewards. Number 4, it talks about being a holy nation. A holy nation talks about value. When something is holy, it means it has a lot of value, or it is invaluable. So every time you want to identify yourself as being invaluable, because God has set you aside as a holy nation, as a holy person. Holy not necessarily being holy that you're sinless, but that you're valued. Okay? Because unless you're holy, you cannot see God. God has called you holy, and so you can approach him with confidence because you're valued. So see yourself as a valued person. Fourthly, you're God's special possession. Again, for all of us, it means that you belong. I started this talk by telling you about this person who had no identity, who had no family, who had no name, nothing to hold on to. But this person, reading this scripture, knows that even if society has said he has no identity, even if the modern culture expects him to identify himself, maybe call himself a certain name, God has already set him aside, and he says, you belong to me. You're God's special possession. You belong. And for us, especially in modern society, if you are not in a group, or if the group rejects you, you feel like you don't belong, you feel like you have no identity. But if you anchor yourself in this assurance from 1 Peter, chapter number 2, verse number 9, that you're God's special possession, then you get the assurance that you belong. And that is enough. That is enough. So you are chosen people, you're a royal priesthood, you're a holy nation, and you're God's special possession. Even in my own work as CEO of Kenya Airways, we have seen a spike in mental well-being of our people, especially among young people. And when we do the research, when we do the counseling, we take them through therapy, we find that the problems can be answered by this assurance that comes from God. Because there's a lot of pressure from society to try and define you. There's also a lot of pressure from the modern culture that identify yourself, put you under pressure. Who are you? Tell us. How much money have you made? What do you want to become? That is your profession. And if you tell them, for example, that I'm not sure, I don't know, you're seen as a lesser person. Yet God has already given us assurance, has already defined you. has already defined who you are. So get the assurance from here. Anchor yourself here, and then build yourself from there. You know, this assurance from God is a gift. Because God has reached out to you and given you a gift of identity. You didn't ask for it. He has given you a gift of identity. It is free. So what I'm suggesting to you this evening is take this free gift and you'll be free. So ladies and gentlemen, to me, the pressures that you are receiving from other sources are properly responded by Jesus Christ himself. Because as he says in the book of John, chapter number 10, verse number 3, he has named you, he knows you, and he will lead you out. Take the free gift of identity from the Christian alternative. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, so kindly just don't leave yet. Just join me over here. Let's appreciate him once again, ladies and gentlemen. You can do better than that, ladies and gentlemen. Tafadhali. And allow me to invite Brenda Mahinda, who's going to award our guest speaker. Brenda, kindly make your way here. Let's appreciate her as she comes. So it's just an appreciation. Thank you very much, for just taking your time and even preparing to come to talk to us. Karibu sana. Yes, makofi mazuri. Nakwambia kiatu, nakwambia wewe. Inakanyanga shetani analia. All right. All right, let's pose for a photo on this side. Good stuff, good stuff. Thank you very much, sir. And thank you very much, beautiful lady, Brenda. All right. So, a few months ago, I was in Somali. And in Somali, there's something I was teaching them. So when I say we, you say wa. Can you try that? We. Now, where there's an I, you put an A and vice versa. We, wa, we, wa. It's not rocket science. Some of you are very serious and concentrating. So, we, wa. We, wa, we, wa, wa, we, wa, we, wa, we, wa, we. All right, that's how we do it in Somali. But also, I was in Malawi, I think 2 months ago, and there's a way we appreciate someone, so I'd like us to appreciate our guest speaker. So when I say kilo, you clap like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. Can we try that so we can appreciate our guest speaker? Kilo. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Kilo. After the second time, you tell him, you are awesome. Can we try that? All right. Kilo. Kilo. Good stuff. At least now you've traveled the world. And at this juncture, allow me to invite Angeline, the vocalist, just to come and give us one special number as we transition to the next part. Let's appreciate her as she comes. Wow. She always graces our events, Yes, gentleman. Sawa. In the Roman Empire, they used to, do that. So, karibu sana.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Angeline Mahugu. Most people know me as Angie. And I'll be sharing with you a song. And the piece reminds us that legacy is not only built in victories, but sometimes it's formed even through difficulties and challenges. And you get to discover that in every hill and in every valley, there is purpose, there is growth, and also a chance to lift others up. So I hope you enjoy as I present Hills and Valleys. Yeah.
I've walked among the shadows, you wiped my tears away, and I've felt the pain of heartbreak, and I've seen the brighter days, and I've prayed prayers to heaven from my lowest place, and I have held your blessing, God, you give and take away. No matter what I have, your grace is enough. No matter where I am, I'm standing in your love. On the mountain tower, above my life to the one who set me there. In the valley, I will lift my eyes to the one who sees me there. When I'm walking through the valley, I didn't get there on my own. Ooh, I am not alone. You're the God of the hills and valleys, God of the hills and valleys, and I am not alone. I've watched my dreams get broken. In you I hope again. No matter what I know, I'm safe inside your hands. In the mountains I will put my life to the one who set me there. In the valley I will lift my eyes to the one who sees me there. When I'm walking through the valley, I didn't get there on my own. Ooh, I am not alone. You're the God of the hills and valleys, God of the hills and valleys, and I am not alone. Father, you give and take away every joy and every pain. Through it all, you will remain. Over it all, Father, you give and take away every joy and every pain. Through it all, you will remain. Over it all, on the mountains I will put my life. Yeah. In the valley I will lift my eyes. Oh, on the mountains I will put my life to the one who set me there. In the valley I will lift my eyes to the one who sees me there. When I'm walking through the valley, I didn't get there on my own. Ooh, and I am not alone. You're the God of the hills and valleys, God of the hills. Oh, and I am not alone. God of the hills. Oh, ooh, hills and valleys, and I am not alone. God of the hills, God of the valleys, you're the God of the hills and valleys, and I am not alone.
Wow, a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. You can do better than that. Let's appreciate her. All right, in 3, 2, 1. Kilo. Kilo. You are awesome. You know, she just reminded me of my earlier days as a youth. I used to sing. You know, I used to sing. Yeah? Wow. But you see the way she's hitting the notes, I used to hit some coins because some of you will not get that. All right, so right about now, ladies and gentlemen, we want to transition to a segment of recognitions and awards. And this time round, you know, it's amazing just to see different groups being celebrated. So kindly let me just have the awards on stage as we transition to the part where we'll be reading out the different categories and the people who've won these awards. All right, so are we set? Let me just talk to my director. Are we good? Are we good? All right, so ready when you're ready. All right, let me just have, okay, so, all right, let's do this. Good.
Okay, it's okay. Award. So good evening. Award number 1. The TLC Community Impact Awards. This award is given to a TLC that has shown consistency and commitment in organizing community impact projects, leading awareness campaigns and advocacy initiatives. They have also led activities that promote SDGs, more so on good health and well-being, especially in the mental health and climate change, ensuring that students and communities are informed, engaged, and inspired to take action. This award goes to...
Drum rolls, drum rolls, drum rolls.
Okay, this award goes to Moi University Main Campus TLC.
Moi University Main Campus. So we can have representatives to join me on stage, and I'd like to invite Mr. Mugo Kibati to help me just award this TLC. So kindly, sir, if you may just come and help me award this, give the award to this. Let's appreciate them, let's appreciate them. Wow. All right. There we go. So we'll pose for a photo. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. All right. Let's have the next award. Kindly.
Award number 2, DOS of the Year. This award is given to the Dean of Students who has played a very significant role in the execution of our programs this year. He has supported a team of student leaders to our annual leadership gathering in May. He has also led a delegation to the Uganda National Prayer Breakfast and annual leadership gathering. He has seen the worth of our work and has continuously supported our students to attend our activities. Even today, he brings a team of young people from TLC to join in the gala. This award goes to...
Drum rolls.
Dr. Paul Ombonyo from Multimedia University.
All right. So let me ask our chief guest to just join me over here, Mr. Alan, to come and award the Dean of Students. All right, good stuff. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, the Dean, for... Hey. All right. Thank you very much, and congratulations. All right. Congrats, Secretary. Thank you very much. Let's transition to the next award, kindly.
Award number 3, the TLC of the Year Awards. This award is given to a TLC that has shown exceptional dedication to leadership development and TLC members' engagement. This TLC has, for the last 3 years, consistently taken the lead in organizing leadership summits, public participation, both within the TLC and in the wider students' populace. They have also taken a leading role in... They have also taken a leading role in bi-weekly HLD engagements at Kameno Secondary School in Thika. This award goes to...
Drum rolls.
Mount Kenya University TLC.
Mount Kenya University TLC, and I want to request Chair of the board, Mr. Cosma, kindly, if you may, just come and help me. We can appreciate them, ladies and gentlemen, kindly. Let's appreciate them. Let's appreciate them. Amazing. Good stuff. Good stuff. You know, this is where now you start working for next year. If perchance the 3 categories, you know, you've missed something, so you do things the way, you know, they've been said there. So if you have a TLC and you want to, all right. All right, let's pose for a photo. Thank you. Let's appreciate them, ladies and gentlemen, once again. All right, thank you, thank you. Much appreciated. Yeah, that's the good thing about looking the part. You might just win an award. Interestingly, everyone who's come on stage, you know, they've looked the part. You know, perchance we called out your university. Are you looking the part? All right, but thank you very much, Jim, for that. Right about now, we want to transition to the next part. I told you we have a packed program full of great things. But before I do that, the other time I was in Vietnam. And I was in Vietnam, yeah. They make, you know, Air Force, how many of us wear Air Force Ones? Air Force, do you know where those shoes are made from? Not the one, the Air Force is for Kamkunji. Those are made in China. So Vietnam, they are very industrious. And I learned something in Vietnam. So may I teach you? Do you want to learn? Something I learned in Vietnam? Close your eyes, ladies and gentlemen. Close your eyes. You are safe. You are safe. We have a lot of light. Close your eyes. So, in Vietnam, when people close their eyes, they actually see darkness. For real, have you seen darkness? Let's try again. In Vietnam, when they close their eyes, they don't see anything. All right, allow me to invite Mr. Gabriel Achayo, even as we get to another part of our program. So let's appreciate Gabriel. Tafadhali, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, thank you, guys. Thank you. Let's appreciate all those guys who've been acknowledged. It's always good to know that your efforts are being seen and someone is acknowledging what you do. Sometimes some of us do stuff and we feel like nobody sees our efforts. So we appreciate you all. And the deans, thank you for coming. Now, over the years, I've always thought about a number of people who have repeatedly stood by our side. And Aylf started, it started in Uganda in 2007, brought it to Kenya in 2008. So next year we are 18 years old. So we are legally going to take our ID and we can rebel after we become adults. Anyway, but over the years there are people who have stood by our side. People who have seen us through our worst. People who have seen us through our best. People who have shown up for us. Whenever something happens, you can count on them. You can count that XYZ is going to come through. Whatever situation it is, you're going to come through. And so, because of that, I felt like we slowly want to, there are so many, so we can't parade all of them here. But every year going forward, we'll be acknowledging 5 people each and enrolling them into something we are calling the Hall of Fame. The Aylf Hall of Fame. And so that will be a category that we will keep celebrating every year, and every year we'll be bringing people into that Hall of Fame. Every year 5 people, every year 5 people, and just acknowledging how they have walked the journey with us. And so this Hall of Fame is a prestigious segment designed to recognize, celebrate individuals who have demonstrated outstanding leadership, made significant contribution to the growth of Aylf community, and inspired positive transformation within society. This recognition honors an exemplary commitment to service, mentorship, ethical leadership, and impactful engagement across various spheres of influence. The Hall of Fame serves not only as a moment of appreciation, but also as a motivation for current and future leaders to strive for excellence in their personal and professional journeys. And so here today, we'll have 5 people who will be the first ones. We're going to acknowledge on this, and every year as we go, until we have a long list that we can't even read all of it, but this is the inaugural year that we start this. And so I'd like to hand it over to the media team to take it on to this next step on this one. The media team.
All right, thank you so much, Gabriel. And just to reiterate what Gabriel has said, the AYLF Hall of Fame recognizes individuals who show strong leadership, support the growth of the AYLF community, and influence positive change in society. The segment honors people who show commitment to service, mentorship, ethical leadership, and meaningful engagement across different sectors. The recognition motivates current and future leaders to pursue excellence in their personal and professional lives. Now to the first nominee. This nominee has provided consistent mentorship to AYLF members for many years. They have offered their time, leadership experience, and knowledge to support young leaders. Their financial support and commitment to the movement have strengthened AYLF programs and engagements. They have served in different roles, including mentor, trainer, and trusted supporter. Their contribution reflects dedication and servant leadership. And the nominee is, drum rolls please, Mr. Mugo Kibati. More rounds of applause as he gets his award.
Yes, you can just slightly open it, then we can capture that as well. It comes like a briefcase. Yes, Emmanuel. All right. Okay, just, yeah. Yes, Gen Z, sisi Gen zamani kidogo. All right. So we can capture that. Good stuff. Password. It's yeah, this one. Okay, there you go. So we'll just take that photo. Thank you, Tipapene Paron, for awarding Mr. Mugo. So we'll just give him a minute. We can hear from him. Yes, just, you know, when you're given an award, there's an acceptance speech. Or you can decide, you know.
Good evening, all. I wasn't quite prepared for a speech, but first of all, to our keynote speaker, thank you for that inspiring presentation. I know that even though I'm getting this from AYLF, it will not consider my identity. There's a higher power who has told me he loves me. However, the good thing about this, unlike any role, this is permanent. So actually, it will form and has been part of my identity, Bwana Kilavuka, because it is not this plaque that really is what this is all about. It's all those years that we've walked, and I've been very proud to work with AYLF all those years, 18 years, ever since, in fact, sorry Gabriel, but since I was given the microphone, this young man, and I know to you people who are in college, he's not very young anymore, walked into my office many years ago in overalls as a university student, engineering student in Nairobi, and he was trying to be an engineer. And he came to East African Cables, where I was CEO, and interned as an engineer. And he graduated as an engineer, much like I did. And by the way, well done, Moi University. But he decided engineering was not his identity. He decided that he had a higher purpose in life, and therefore he, Gabriel, and the team around him, there are many people here, Mochama over there, many people here who have watched grow over the years from young men into leaders of society. And you inspire me. And I appreciate this very much. This, of all the honors I've received, including from the highest people globally and in this country, this I cherish. This has a special place for me. And when I talk about the various, because when I talk about honors and awards that I've received, I normally leave out some which are not. This is at the top. So thank you very much, and God bless you all.
All right, thank you. Chebizi.
I'm right here. Okay, and to the second nominee. This nominee joined Aylf with strong interest in mentorship and training. They have supported members with professionalism and commitment. Their engagement with Aylf deepened after taking on a key assignment that involved learning about the movement structure and goals. Their understanding of Aylf helped refine conversations and strengthen program development. Their consistency and willingness to support members stands out. And the nominee is, drum rolls please, Winnie Kamau. A round of applause.
All right, good stuff, good stuff. We'll have her mentee. Yes, she's her mentee who has the honors of awarding her mentor. Once again, a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Noel, KK, for that. All right, you can be good. Don't leave yet. You have to say something. Yes, 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 yes.
Good evening, everyone. It's lovely to be here. One of the things that I've learned from Aylf, and Gabriel is smiling at me because he knows he cornered me on this one, is that these young people give us a lot of energy. Sometimes you're like, okay, I wasn't prepared for that, but yeah, okay, I'm going to do that. And Gabriel, what you're doing is amazing. These young people are just amazing. And may the Lord bless you. And because I like to sing, I'm going to ask us to sing a nursery song. It says, Jesus loves me. You know that one? Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones to him belong. They are weak, but he is strong. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. The Bible tells me so. Thank you very much.
All right, moving on. This nominee has supported Aylf for many years. They have hosted Aylf members in their official spaces and offered opportunities for engagement. Their role in opening doors to important leadership spaces, including Parliament, has strengthened Aylf's visibility and partnerships. Their support continues to create valuable learning experience for members. And the nominee is, drum rolls please, Honorable John Kagushia, Member of Parliament, Mukureni constituency. In absentia, this award will be received by Dr. Susan Kagushia.
Yeah, a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, even as she receives the award on behalf of Mheshimiwa. Yes, she's the lovely wife to Mheshimiwa, so, all right. thank you, Isaac, for giving out the gift. All right. Thank you, Isaac. Okay.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You know, when you're sent with a speech. But again, I was told, prepare the speech. It's a great honor standing before you this evening. My name is Susan Kagusha, the spouse and best friend, or rather I assume, to Honorable John Kagusha, Member of Parliament for Mokorene constituency, Nyeri County. I am really honored to stand before you this evening to receive this award on behalf of Honorable John Kagusha. And I will take a few minutes to read the speech. But before I do that, and because I am at the university, I was really holding my breath for Jomo Kenyatta University, where I am a senior lecturer. But maybe next year, JKUAT will, yes, we'll be there. And for sure, just my own few words before I read his speech, I have seen this group, this team, led by our very able brother here, Gabriel, grow in great heights. I was not a student leader, but I became one by association. And now I am amicus of AYLF. And I always believe in leadership because in extension, I have also led. And for sure, success is never pursued. Success is attracted. You have attracted success, AYLF, by what you do. And going forward, I believe much will come. Allow me very specially to read words from Honorable John Kagusha. I am deeply honored today to receive the inaugural, to be one of the inaugural inductees into AYLF Hall of Fame. This recognition belongs to all of you and everyone who has walked this journey of mentorship with me. Above all, the young leaders who inspire and challenge me every day. Thank you, AYLF, for this powerful platform. To the founders, Gabriel, 18 years is not a mean feat. He acknowledges that. I really wished he was here to give the story. He gives me that story every day. Your unwavering commitment to youth leadership has created opportunities that change lives. It is a privilege to be among you as we help set the standard for what leadership in Africa can and should be. My work with AYLF began with a simple belief that when the young people are given the tools, mentorship, and a voice, they will build solutions that are rooted in the communities and their realities. Over the years, I've seen that belief proven true. Indeed, I have seen that youth-led initiatives are working, and they have addressed various education, enterprises, civic engagement, as well as social innovation, and often with limited resources, but boundless determination. I have learned as much from these young leaders, and as I hope they have learned from me. Their courage, creativity, and insistence on accountability have shaped my own approach to service. It has always been a great pleasure to participate and support AYLF activities and even more so to engage in mentorship of young leaders. At least I've been cooking when we've been hosting. These interactions are never one way. They are a continual learning experience. Mentoring through AOLF has been symbiotic in nature. And while I impart the skills, the advice, and the networks, we also receive vital lessons back, fresh perspectives, renewed energy, and insights grounded in realities of our communities, represented by each student that I have mentored. The exchange has made all of us better leaders. I accept this honor, and I do so as a renewed pledge to listen more and to create more spaces for youth leadership, and to use this platform to multiply opportunities for the next generation. The Hall of Fame is not just a place to remember accomplishments. It is a call to sustain and expand the work that we are doing. I commit to mentoring and sharing resources and networks, and to standing alongside AOLF as it nurtures leaders who will shape Africa's future. Thank you for this humbling honor. I accept it is not a culmination, but an encouragement to keep working, learning, and lifting others. Congratulations to all of us. This is for all of us, a legacy of service. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
And to our fourth nominee. This nominee joined AYLF as a student and later became one of the earliest volunteers. They supported event coordination, communication, and planning at a time when AYLF had limited resources. Their belief in the vision played an important role in the growth of early programs. They continue to mentor and support AYLF even while living outside the country. And the nominee is, drum rolls please, Millicent Habak. Now, Millicent is in the US, and therefore, on her behalf, this award will be received by Shama Wanyonyi, who happened to introduce Millicent to AYLF many, many years ago. A big round of applause for Shama and Millicent.
And to give the award, we have Domitila Kabali. All right. Good stuff, good stuff. Yes. Sema jambo tu hata kama hayuko, utasema ulimleta aje huko.
Our life journey began. Hello, my name is Millie Hobak, and my AWA life journey began in 2013. A friend who was a student leader at that time invited me to basically be a seat filler at a University Student Leaders Forum at KU. And while it was an amazing event, I got to sit next to Shama Wanyonyi, who invited me to Brackenhurst. I thought Brackenhurst was in Europe, but I found out it was in Limuru. But at that time, I was already hooked up. I got to meet amazing people, and every Tuesday we will spend time together outside UN and just chat about what was happening in our lives, but remembering the Jesus principles that guided our day-to-day lives. What of the values of AYLF that has guided me the most? I think in my personal life, it has to be friendship. Through AYLF, I truly learned what it meant to be a friend, and it's basically being present throughout someone's seasons. Some seasons could mean I don't want to talk to you right now, and some seasons could mean let's go jump off the mountain. I believe that people will trust you more when you're a person of integrity. You become more dependable. I take that at my workplace with everybody I meet. With my in-laws, with all those people, you have to be the person who you say you are, and you have to do what you promised to do. The biggest challenge that I've faced, that I think really took me to rock bottom, was letting go of a dream that you had poured so much of your energy, heart, and effort to pursue it, and just realizing that it wasn't the path for you. In terms of what is the one habit discipline that has kept me grounded on my leadership journey, is integrity. There's no brainer to that. It's integrity. There's so many opportunities in our world today for us to give back. It could be to your neighbor's kid. It could be helping someone through school. It could be just picking a call with your cousin who doesn't know what degree to pick. That is how I look at it in terms of how I'll be giving back. What legacy do you hope to leave our life with? That I was a good friend. I hope one day is when I'm gone, that people will remember me for the friend that I was. So that's it.
Zawadi itafika. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And finally, the fifth nominee. This nominee joined Aylf many years ago and has since introduced many people to the movement. They deeply understand Aylf's mission and consistently support its growth. Their ability to connect people, create opportunities, and involve Aylf in different initiatives has strengthened the network. Their influence has shaped the experience of many members. Ladies and gentlemen, the nominee is, drum rolls please, Duncan Mochama. A round of applause for Duncan. Tumsindikishe tu hadi afike kwa hiyo.
All right.
Gabriel. Thank you. Thank you to the committee, the panel, and everyone who was involved. I'm truly humbled and ashamed, actually, to receive this award because there are many people who could have been here. So let me just say I'm taking it on their behalf. But truly, Baba Ingavi, again, thank you for your word today. Because for the last 15 years, that has always been Aylf. Just being reminded what living truly means. And in your speech today, it was a reminder for me as well. Because when you said Adam died at 34, I looked at the day I was born, and it was a good reminder. When you said, imagine someone who you admire the most tell you that they are proud of you, it also came to pass. So I'll tell you this story. A few weeks ago, the man that I actually admire and has really changed our lives here at Aylf was introducing me to his friend. And he said those words. Yeah, and that is my fellow, now I can say it, Hall of Famer in Aylf, Mr. Mugo Kibati. So when he said that 15 years later, that was really, really good. So thank you. So this, as the rest of the nominees have said, it really is a renewed commitment to give more to Aylf. And with that, I really accept the award for that. Thank you so much. And thank you, Aylf, for all this.
Thank you so much, Duncan. Let's just give one final round of applause to all the 5 Hall of Fame nominees. Like we said, the Hall of Fame segment honors individuals who strengthen the Aylf mission through service and leadership. Their contributions inspire emerging leaders to uphold integrity, purpose, and responsibility in all areas of their work, nurturing a new breed of leaders This is the AYLF Annual Gala 2025. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's appreciate. Thank you, guys. And this is the beginning, and we'll keep doing. And thank you. Thank you, all of you, for just being who you've been to AYLF. Now, this evening also, we want to do something special. And this is to a special category of people. These are people who have been part of the Secretariat team. Some of them for over 6 years. Some of them have gone beyond, above and beyond, to do whatever it is within their power to make sure that the vision, the Secretariat, the vision of AYLF functions. And some of them have, I can't even describe, but they have been very instrumental to the work that we do every day. Every day you go to the office and you find the office is full. People are busy doing what they need to do to keep the wheels turning. Now, a time comes that some of them have to leave. And this evening, I'll celebrate and honor the 4 of them who have to leave, who have given tirelessly their energy and effort to AYLF, but a time has come for them to transition. And I'd like to invite the 4 of them over here, and they know themselves. And as they transition, our hearts are bleeding. We'll be missing them. We know they are not too far away from us, and some of them have committed that they'll continue to support. They'll continue to make themselves available even as they transition. So please, the 4 of you, and that is, some of them are looking at each other. They're wondering who should come first. Let me start with the one who might hesitate to come quickly, Peterson Machango. I know he might hesitate. Let's appreciate them. Peterson Machango, Beryl, Clevers, and Philip Kimeo. These guys have interacted with you. These guys have called you for meetings. These guys have gone above and beyond to make sure that you guys are well attended to in AYLF. Beryl has been doing our communication. All those designs, all those wonderful things that you've been seeing, Beryl designs those things. And all our communication, she's been doing it. Kimeo has been in charge of our operations, making sure that the back end things are moving and all the procurement, all the logistics that gets done are done. Clevers was doing our alumni and making sure that all the alumni groups are running and following up with the alumni, and also giving support to the gender programs, because we have the men's initiative and the ladies initiative, also giving support to that. And then Machango. Most of you know Machango, the SLDP crew. You know Machango a lot. Machango has given a lot of his energy, a lot of his effort to just make sure he's been, wow. Thank you. So he's been very helpful to whatever it is. He came in and the first key role I think he played was to serve as the chair of the SLDP committee. And when he sat in that committee, he came back to me and said, Gabriel, I want to make sure this program becomes better. And over the years, we'll be celebrating the 11th cohort of SLDP. And Machango has sat down to design that program to make sure that that program is what it is today. And we appreciate you. And we appreciate all of these guys. I'd like to invite Chairman to just come over. And we have some gifts for these friends of ours who have served, and as we bid them farewell, it's not like we don't want to see them again. We will see them, we miss them, we still want to talk to them, we still want to engage them, but this is just a transition phase. I don't know if you want to say something, sir? So I'll give the chairman microphone.
Yes, just to again appreciate this dedicated team that has been serving you actually in your different campuses. And we just want to say on behalf of all AYLF, on behalf of the board, thank you very much. I don't know if, is Karen still here? We've got a board member. Yeah, Karen, just stand up. Karen Karen actually is also another board member, and actually even heads a HR subcommittee. So on behalf of Karen and the other board members who are not here, thank you very much. What you have been doing has been deeply appreciated. It has had impact, and it has been noticed and appreciated. And really what you've done is actually plant a seed, because when you actually invest in shaping hearts and minds, you're actually shaping people who will then shape generations. So what you're doing, the impact, is not just seen in buildings or in programs, it is actually seen in people's, in their mindsets, in their values, and in the way they continue to live. So thank you very much, and may God continue to prosper you in whatever you do, and we pray that, that your best years are ahead of you and not behind you. Let's give them a round of applause. And I'll just present some gifts here, which all of you will receive.
Let's appreciate. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's appreciate them one more time. They've been an amazing team members. By the time comes that transition happens, I appreciate for their effort. Now, I'd like to request all the guys who received the Hall of Fame. I've been told they need to take a group photo. So all the guys who received the Hall of Famers, that's going to be fun to talk about Aylf Hall of Famers. Please. You can come with the gifts. I think they want the guys want their gifts to be shared for memory. We need to, how does Mochama say it? Let's hold this moment in. Mochama, how do you say that? There's a way you say it. So let's hold this moment in memory, whatever. There's a way Mochama says it. Yeah. So if you can all just come over here. Dr. Susan, if you can just, yeah. And then the photo guys will do the necessary. Where's the other one? The one from, yeah, just hold it there.
All right, once again, give it up for the Hall of Famers 2025. Good stuff. So once again, allow me to invite back on stage amazing vocalist, Angeline the vocalist, to give us one number, then we'll transition. So kindly, my team will give you the boxes. We'll just ensure we pack it for you. So kindly, Emmanuel, help me with just ensuring that gifts for the guests are packed so that at least they can get home safe and sound. Once again, let's appreciate the vocalists. They're amazing. You can do better than that, ladies and gentlemen. All right.
Oh, I got eyes in the back of my head, just in case I have to run. Well, I do what I can when I can, while I can for my people. When the clouds roll back and the stars fill the night, that's when I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we're going to a brand new home, far across the river. Can you hear freedom calling? It's calling me to win. So I'm gonna keep on keeping on. Oh, I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we're going to a brand new home, far across the river. Can you hear freedom calling? It's calling me to win. So I'm gonna keeping on. I can feel it in my bones.
Yes. Right. Okay, all right. Let me just say something small before our MC is back. And I would love to take this chance to really, really thank the AYLF family and most importantly, Gabriel, because I remember last year, 2023, I really didn't know I could actually sing. I would do this in the shower and just do it at home. And I didn't really know I could stand in front of people and do all this. And I really want to say thank you for the opportunity and for the chance to help me actually figure this out. And I believe that's what AYLF does. It helps people to, get to tap in what is in them and what they cannot see. And for that, thank you, Sana. And I'm looking forward to see where this takes me. And thank you so much. All right.
Let's appreciate her. Wow. Amazing. So even my story. So I joined AYLF in 2016. I did SLDP in 2017. True story though, true story. So in 2017, I was nominated for an award. Yes, nataka hizo lights zi kabisa. Good. Wow, look at that. Feels like an award. So ladies and gentlemen. So in 2017, I was nominated for an award. It was Groove Awards, one of the biggest awards in Kenya. And let me tell you, AYLF campaigned. All this, like we used to call them small groups. People voted. Yeah? Long story short, I won the award. All eyes on the screen, not me. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do this.
What SLDP has done for me has really enshrined the capacity for me to collaborate with others, to work with others, and to share my ideas in an environment full of diverse thinking, in the sense that diverse thinking as a barrier to trust has become a pillar or a strength of building trust.
The highlights has been on personal leadership in terms of self-identity, how I present myself, how I speak and interact with people, and also in terms of consistency.
I believed SLDP has been a key and a crucial part of my life this year, because it has really helped me to understand how to make connections that matter, and that is to make meaningful connections. And in this process, I was able to try and think how other people who see me as their leader, how I can also be able to involve them in my space so that we can be able to reason together.
Before joining SLDP, I felt like taking responsibilities is so much for a person who is on a younger age. But since joining SLDP and taking, like, for example, the CIP, taking it on your own, has really made me that taking a responsibility is not all about your age or your time. It's about how committed you are with it and how intentional you are with the responsibility that you have been given.
Through the experiences that we have gone through, it has shaped my perspective in terms of leadership. I've seen leadership as the do's, the don'ts, the comforts, the benefits, the pains, the sufferings that you have to go through.
I thank God that I made this step to enroll this program. I've become creative by pushing myself. No one is pushing me, because doing this project, no one is pushing you. It's all about you. I wanted to become this version when I started the program. Right now, I can clap for myself.
First of all, it has taught me discipline in aspects of time management. For example, the sessions we had, which were the online sessions on Saturdays, you had to be in the meeting by 7 a.m. on a Saturday, which is a weekend. So it brought the discipline of waking up early each and every day.
Back in the days, I wouldn't stand, speak in front of people. I used to only come up with ideas and never implemented them at all. I felt like my opinions were supposed to be of myself, basically, and I used to miss out on a lot of opportunities, came and went. But with the SLDP, I got exposure, I met new people, learned a lot of things, and currently in my journey towards being a transformational leader.
I might have felt like so much pressured or like being forced to get out of my comfort zone, and that has like made me grow and made me like be resilient and consistent with myself, and to be comfortable being uncomfortable in other times and other situations.
It's been like a great journey, a journey of recovering na pia like working on myself. Venye kuna hizo different areas, for example, the part of anxiety na pressure, at least have improved, na pia balancing things, studies na nini, seme acha niite tu kama extracurricular activities, easy programs.
I always wanted to own a Gala at some point. I've always wanted to help other artists market their artworks. SLDP has been a key, let's say like a key catalyst towards pushing Zoe aesthetics to where it has been. And I can even say that if it's not for SLDP, even right now, I would have not have started doing it.
I feel I've been transformed personally in terms of my personal growth. If we talk in terms of soft skills, communication, resilience, I feel like when I was joining SLDP and now I'm communicating effectively on time. I know how to appreciate and get feedback from anyone without feeling as if it's a threat or anything, and also how to communicate what I feel and how I feel.
I don't even know how to express the gratitude that I have at heart, because personally I started SLDP not knowing what I'm getting myself into, and honestly I think that's the greatest thing we would ever do, because when you're not aware of things, now you get to experience it in a deeper level.
There's a difference I have experienced since the beginning. Like, I joined in as someone that couldn't speak, couldn't express their feelings, couldn't share what they have in mind. And looking right now, I see there's a really big change.
With SLDP has been transformative. I'm not the same person whom I was before I began. One key aspect is that I've been able to improve on my soft skills. That entails the aspect of good public speaking, the ability to be able to express myself.
The best thing that I can say I have gotten from SLDP would be my mentors. Both of them have been instrumental in changing how I think and how I implement things into my life.
I had an opportunity to meet with the CEO of Sugar Bowl, as well as Sugar and Lime, that is Madam Betty. And I was taught a lot of insights in regards to entrepreneurship, because, you know, as a leader, you should be able to be diverse.
And I really want to take this chance to thank my mentor. Her name is Madam Christine. She's really played a major role. She came at the right time when I needed someone to hold my hand, especially in this time when you're done with school and you're wondering, where do I start from? And you really need someone to hold to. She has really held my hand all through.
My community impact project is what has really stood out for me for the whole process. I wanted to bring young people on board to be engaged in agriculture. And the whole process has been a learning one, from when we were mobilizing the young people to come on board, trying to find a demo plot, also looking for the resources to even just have it all figured out.
I did a project of smart spending for smarter youth earning, on how youth should control their budgets and become intentional on how they spend daily.
I did something in agriculture, that's poultry keeping, with the grade 5 children in Kimoni Primary School. The teachers talked to parents, and some agreed to provide some hands to run the project.
I grew up in my grandmother's house in a small village in Yatta, Machakos County. You see, she was a staunch Catholic. So Mass was compulsory every Sunday morning. My grandmother didn't go to school, but trust me, she did way better than a trained office admin. She will wake up, divide chores to my cousin and I, while she milked cows and prepared my grandfather for Mass. These are the times when we had missionary priests, riding those huge Yamaha motorcycles. By the time the priest passed, because our home was next to the main road, and we would hear them pass by, you ought to have finished your chores and bathed and ready to run to the church around 2 kilometers away. My duties were to sweep the compound, tend to the kitchen, chicken, and goats, and water the kitchen garden. It didn't matter whether you had finished your chores or not. Bora, by the time the Mass starts, you're seated inside the church. I had 4 chores, so I had to plan and know which comes before which. Sometimes each assignment would take me hours. So I had to prepare some materials overnight or the night before. Yes, sometimes I would laze around and miss a chore, run to Mass, but later I expect a thorough beating. She didn't receive any college education like I did, but she taught me how to plan well, prioritize activities, collaborate with my cousins to execute some chores, communicate well, why I didn't do some, why others didn't have to be done in the morning, like watering the kitchen garden, etc. Stay consistent, take ownership of the repercussions that came with missing some chores, and then learn how to be accountable. And in the course of implementing SLB Code 11, this memory kept on coming back and back, and I found it so refreshing to see the fellows experience the same. You see, SLB has 4 main pillars: mentorship, policy action area, community impact project, and personal leadership development. These 4 elements have been incorporated in the program curriculum to ensure that we produce leaders who can learn from experts and tap into the power of coaching and mentorship, collaborate within themselves, work in teams, implement what they've learned into action, and execute a community project. In Lema's language, the process is learning the foundations of leadership, leading yourself, leading teams, and leading communities. Today, ladies and gentlemen, 28 out of 36 fellows graduate today, having acted the idea of setting priorities right, planning properly, strategically making connections, and building meaningful relationships, allowing themselves to unlearn, learn, relearn true attributes of true leader. This year, the mentorship pillar has been a special aspect of the program. Each of these fellows have been paired with 2 mentors, a senior mentor and a peer mentor, to walk a journey with them. These mentors have opened their hearts for the fellows to learn from their journeys, mistakes, and stories of victory. They have opened the doors to them. They have gone to meetings with them. They've gone to events with them. They've created time and spared the resources to meet with them every 2 weeks. This is pure love, and we're so grateful for that. Over 90% of these fellows highlighted that personal leadership development pillar stood out for them, with them learning important values like consistency, teamwork, and above all, resilience. This program is super intensive, and sometimes the fellows might find it like torture to them. And it is intentionally made to be such intense so that we can make them learn how to be resilient. You see, I recently saw a post somewhere, and some Some of them were saying that SLP will wake you up in the middle of the night and make you think about your life and the choices you make, because you have deadlines to satisfy, a report to send in, an activity to execute, a mentor to meet up with, and of course, sessions to attend to. This program is intentionally intensive because grit is what we want our fellows to learn, to stay resilient, to learn to stay on and keep pushing, because challenges will come bigger than a mountain. And giving up is never in our curriculum. Ladies and gentlemen, these fellows came together and developed 3 petitions and sent to the clerk of the National Assembly under the policy actionary element. They've understood how the government works, what it takes to engage better in leadership and governance, and how to influence key decision-making processes in a professional way. A businessman, Clement Stone, once said, "Everyone who achieves success in a great venture solves a problem as they came to it. They have themselves and their communities, and they've helped through the powers known and unknown to them and the time they set out their voyage. They keep going regardless of the obstacles they meet." At the inception of this program, each of these fellows were tasked to identify a problem in their community. It could be in the university, in the areas of residence, or even their village. At the academy, these fellows were given time to present their ideas, and the journey has been so satisfying. I was specifically impressed by the story of Esther, who taught and engaged women and youth in a local village in Molo County. Molo. You see, Esther is an agriculturist, and she has fallen in love with teaching young people and women how to do subsistence farming using smart technologies. Her journey is a true testament that young people, given the right platform, the right mentors, the right path, and access to information, they could solve the world's biggest problems. Lastly, SLDP equips fellows with skills they need to execute a project, right from problem identification, concept development, proposal development, and resource mobilization, as well as partnerships and collaboration, digital campaigns, storytelling, and the use of social media to advocate for change. With all this, I believe that like Gong, who loves mentoring young boys in aviation, Neparon, who uses beadwork, business to mentor young girls and women into basic business, or like Tok Tok, who has been recycling paper to beautiful aesthetic centerpieces, or Obura, who uses art to bring people together, Ivayo, who seeks to tell stories through film, and Choge, who brings young men together for football in Kapsoya, or even Ruth, who has created a space for girls to fight GBV. Indeed, Kenya is in good hands. So, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to invite the cohort 11 SAB fellows to transition into change makers. I will call them in batches of 5, and I'll invite some of our senior friends to award certificates to them as we celebrate them. Allow me to invite Jimmy Gore to award the first 5 starting with Brian Kiprono Laigong. A round of applause to Brian Jamani. You can come over, please. Miraya Esther Adhiambo. A better round of applause for Miraya. Eh? Brenda Wanjiru Mahinda. Mercy Heyjoy Atieno. Diana Chimut. Thank you so much, Bwana Jimmy. Dr. Susan, karibu sana. Elisha Mwashigadi Mwambele. Domitila Kabalika. Peter K. Choge. Then lastly, Jacob Kamau Meano. Thank you so much, Dr. Ray. Mrs. Gore. Karibu sana. Augustine Omondi wa Mayo. Elvis Kinoti. Brittany Musanga Litali. Then lastly, Obura Otieno Boniface. Mr. Mugo Kibaki, karibu sana. So Mr. Mugo is going to award the next batch of fellows. Jackson Wahome Wamboi. Lucy Kerubo. Deche Diana. Ali Twalib Gitau. Jacob Miano, please bring Gabriel Monove. Ruth Cherop. Ruth. And then lastly, Morgan Waigi. Daktari, please come help us award the next batch of fellows. Josephine Mwende Juguna. Nyaga Grace Gatugi. Richard Ogola. Bennett Jasmine Opio. Vivian Neparon Tipape. Then lastly, Noel Keke Gitonga. Allow me to welcome Stella Andenyi to award the last batch of our fellows. Teresa Wamboi Mwangi. Isaac Kinyanjui. Dennis Bet. And then lastly, we have Ronnie Evayo. Lastly, as we call it a close, please come for a group photo with the chair. Bwanamugo Kibati as well, please come over. Gabriel, please come over. We're having a group photo. DJ. DJ unaambiwa usilete mchanganyiko. All right, please come over. Na mtakuja kustrike siku moja. So DJ akitafuta ngoma situkuje.
Mama time I gonna sing, tomorrow time I gonna sing. Mama time I gonna sing. Apenya penya bendi eraga, apenya penya bendi eraga. Era korumo kona kona, era korumo kona kona. Ago yo simu dati matuma, ago yo simu makamaka. Message agoro sama sama, kiuro mama me aduoko. Apenya mama karango marach, apenya ngando karango marach, apenya mama karango marach. All right, thank you so much. Have your seats.
Thank you so much. Please have your seats. So this has been a very beautiful journey, right from March to now, celebrating all your journeys. It's been really beautiful, having you guys around. And before I step down, I want to thank a few people who've been very instrumental in making this journey possible. We had 2 volunteers, and actually one of them was part of the previous cohort. I want you guys to clap for these 2 guys, Philip Kamau and Ray Gadoni. Secondly, the Kenyatta Trust. Thank you so much for supporting fellows. Thank you so much for supporting 26 of your scholars to the program. And of course, our mentors who opened their boardrooms for us to have teas and beautiful conversations with them. Makofi kwao. And of course, to all mentors and trainers who've, spared their time to train. We have Abia here. Makofi kwa Abia jamani, eh? And trainers who've been very, significant in this journey. And lastly, thank you, all of you, for being part of this beautiful journey. And so as we prepare to get into 2026, the applications for cohort 12 opens today. This is a chance for you to get into a program that is going to drive you to, escape from that comfort zone, engage in meaningful activities that develop you as a young leader. So media team, please project applications for SLEP cohort 12 as I invite my MC back to the stage. Asante sana.
Tumpigie Emmanuel makofi tafadhali. Yeah, that's my namesake. Makofi. Let's appreciate Emmanuel. Hey, makofi ya Manu. Thank you very much, Emmanuel, for that. So right about now, and just to apologize to those of us who like good vibes, we have a challenge playing music because of the stream, but we want to finish the stream and start a party over here, right? Sawa, just apologies. That's why the music, because of copyright, kindly just bear with us. Tafadhali, so si makosa ya DJ, si makosa ya my tech team, it's just copyright and it's beyond us, all right? So kindly after this, we are going to play music. Comprende? Forgiven us? Kindly. All right. So right about now, I want us to, so Aylf has been doing something, and it's like we have 3 more days, Shama, right? Yes. So in front of you, we have a paper. Let me see if you have a QR code paper there. We've been doing the Tuesday giving. Can you see such a, let me see, anyone who has seen that? Check. All right. Check. Okay, have you seen that? So I want you to, hata mimi nimeanza kuwa na copyright strikes. So I want you to scan that QR code. So this is a chance for us to, give back in a different ways. So kindly, if you can scan, just scan. We have free Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is there, courtesy of Safari Park, which is really, really nice. And even as we do this, I'd like to remind us that we are transitioning to cutting of the cake. Then after that, we'll finish the official part. Then we'll have now the end of the stream. Then we can now play music and dance together. All right. So kindly, have you scanned the QR code? So we want you to, in one or another, just stand with us as Aylf. So, and it's not coercion. It's just deep down from your heart and how you feel it. So kindly ensure that once you scan, you can commit, to just give back to this great cause that most of us have benefited from. I know sometimes you've transitioned from, maybe now you are an alumni and you're better placed, or maybe you're still a student, but also you can stand in the gap in one or another. So all our partners, stakeholders, kindly, this is just a charge for us to, partner and give. We have this drive which is going on we have 3 more days to go. So kindly, if you may, you can just plug into that. All right? Apo sawa? Apo sawa? All right, thank you very much. So at this juncture, allow me to invite Beryl. Yes, allow me to invite Beryl just to join me over here even as we transition to cutting of the cake. Yes. Tupigie Beryl makofi akija. All right. So even as we do this, yeah, karibu sana dada, at least check 1, 2.
All right, so it's time to cut some cake. They usually say without cake, celebration is not done. So I want to welcome Chebaibai, who will lead us through the cake cutting session. Chebaibai, please come to the front. And I'd like to welcome our guys at the back to bring the wonderful cake. It's already here. Chebaibai. Tumuite mama wa cake? Nah, she's a baddie.
All right, thank you. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Ini party ya keki, you guys are supposed to be even more excited. Good evening. Are you excited about, or rather, have you had a good time tonight? If you've had a good time tonight, just piga nduru, wapi kelele wewe. Okay, so who will help me cut this cake? Gabriel, obviously. And then a few, I think 2 guys from SLDP. Just 2 guys, a lady and a gentleman from SLDP. Just come on forward. Aya, The Weekend, Kuja, and my mentee, Jasmine. Nasra, please give them a round of applause as they come. Nasra, come on forward. Okay, thank you. DJ uko na yaku ama bado? Yakukataki. DJ yakukata keki, please, will be highly appreciated. Gabriel. One Hall of Famer. It has to be Mochama. Okay, we can have the dean. He can come join us. One of the deans. And Pfizer. All the way from Uganda. Pfizer. DJ, now will be great. Now would be perfect. Aye.
Since tuko na hiyo umepata hiyo kata keki, tunaweza imba. So, Haya. Kata.
Tamu keki ni tamu ae. Tamu keki ni tamu ae.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, allow me to invite Philip Kimeu just to join me over here so we can finish the official part. Then we can now at least play some music and have a good time together. So help me appreciate Kimeu as he comes. Si makofi tafadhali tu Kimeu akija. So cake will be distributed. So even as they cut the cake, let's hear from Kimeu. Then after that, we are going to finish, the live stream. Then we'll proceed to the other part. Karibu hapa juu ndogo.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening once again. So, first of all, I'd like to say thank you for all who have come. But before I give the closing remarks, as Aylf, we have a partnership that is of AYLF for AYLF people. And I'd like to invite Stella Andenyi to tell us a little bit about Princeps, which is the more of financial self-help group for us. Thank you.
Good evening, members. All protocol observed. My name is Stella Andenyi. The core reason why I'm here begins with a story that starts off about 10 years ago. Yeah? So 10 years ago, at a rooftop hotel, just after a dinner like this, we realized together that we were having somewhat of a common problem. And that was we were entering the workplace. Some of us were getting married, some of us were not. But things were moving along, but the finances just didn't seem to click. Okay? And so in that conversation, what happened is we came to an agreement. And so starting off about 10 years ago, we formed an entity called the Princeps Cooperative Society. Of course, it started off as a limited company, but now it's a proper, recognized cooperative society. And when I say proper, we have AGMs, we have dinners. Princeps means, in Roman actually, the first amongst many. In some sectors, it means the first copy of a book or something written. In the Roman arena, it meant someone distinguished or notable. So, the one thing that I'd wish for you guys is for you guys to join Princeps. The benefit about it is that you guys already have, in a sense, experienced what AYLF does. And so by that, right, you can access Princeps. What we're asking you to do is to join us so that we can walk with you in your small dreams, the holidays, the business, the cars, but we're also committing to walking with you in your legacy to build your big dreams, the houses, taking care of your offsprings, and anything else you'd like for you later in the year. Right now, we're about 83 members. As at October 2025, we had a capital of about 6.16 million. The goal for Princeps in the next 10 years is that we will be a bank and an entity that supplies some level of insurance covers. If you'd like to have a conversation about it, please feel free to reach out to me. But even as I bid you adieu, I do wish you a Merry Christmas, a Happy Jamhuri Day, and a felicitous New Year. And thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you. I'd also like to invite Clerkmaster. Liz?
Thank you. Hello. How are you guys doing? Psych, yeah? Hi. Hi. Thank you. My name is Michelle. I'm from Clerkmaster Consulting. We deal with market intelligence and data market research. I have a question. Most of you guys I know have gone through Nairobi traffic. How many of you? Wongo. You guys have not gone through Nairobi traffic? Acheni kudanganya. Ha! Anyway, okay. Even walking. We know how it's unpredictable. Sometimes you'll say, Westlands, there's traffic, 7:30. So unatoka, unaenda Kinakuramba, and you're like, I wish I knew better. When you check apps like Google Maps or Waze, like if there is traffic, so that's data you've collected, and it makes your day better. When you have a business, you can't run it blindly. You have to have at least some data. When you have a new product you want to introduce to the market, let's say a new chili sauce or anything, could be anything. You just can't do it blindly. You have to have data. You have to have interviews. You get to know who's going to like it, who's not going to like it. So you don't go in blindly, because blind business is risky business. So what we do as Clerkmaster, we're the ones who are going to support you throughout your business journey. So if you have even if your business is successful, right, you might think you're on the right track, but then there's something underlying that you don't know. And that's what we call market health check. It's still data. So whatever you need to make your business go ahead, Clerkmaster is there to help you out. We have fast turnaround. We have a very dedicated team. Hi, team. Clack it. Hey, can you, all of you warembo, you guys. Yeah, so yeah, fast turnaround, a very professional team, and then we tailor your needs according to what you want. So when you think data, think Clerkmaster and this beautiful Greek goddess. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Unfortunately, it's not a God who follows. My inspiration was a messenger. So I would like to thank you as we bring this remarkable evening to a close. My heart is full, and I hope yours is too. Tonight has been a celebration of leadership, friendship, purpose, and the legacy of service that defines what AOLF is about. We have witnessed stories of courage, of course, commitment, and impact stories that remind us why this movement exists and why it must continue. To our Hall of Fame inductees, we say thank you. You have modeled leadership anchored in love, integrity, friendship, and excellence. Your journeys inspire the next generation, of course, and strengthens the legacy of service that we are building together. To our AYLF mentors, students, alumni, and guests who have made it today, thank you for walking the journey with us. You are the heartbeat of this community, and the belief that you have in us and our mission gives its life and meaning. Tonight's success has been made possible through the partnerships and generosity of many. Allow me to express our heartfelt appreciation to ICEA Lion, Sanlam Insurance, AMG Realtors, Clerkmasters. Actually, the three of them have continuously given to the annual gala for the last 3 years. And they have supported it in its full course, and sometimes without even adding costs to us by having representatives. And I remember in 2023, we had like other people came, and we had a little bit of a hitch because we had a mess somewhere, and they had to sit outside, but they still appreciated and came back again in 2024 and gave again. So thank you very much, Clerkmasters, for that. We'd also like to appreciate Nyota Njema, Safari Park Hotel, who are our hosts for today, the Kenyatta Trust, and the Kenyatta Trust especially because of the partnership for the SLDP program. Actually, close to even slightly above 50% of the SLDP graduates are from the partnership we have with Kenyatta Trust. We'd also like to also appreciate Peter Abia, who has been with the SLDP cohort through the trainings for the program. And I know the SLDP people can attest to the changes that they have had because of the interaction they've had with Peter Abia. We'd also like to thank Princeps for also the partnership they've had with AOLF since inception to date. Now also, I would also like to have a very special acknowledgement to the Parliament of Kenya, who have actually been our biggest sponsor for this night. Your support is not just financial, and it's also towards the investment in a legacy of service. This is, of course, in trusting the leaders that we are raising and in the positive change that we are shaping across the nation. I also want to recognize the SLDP committee. Thank you very much for the diligent work you have done. And also to the graduates, congratulations. Start this journey well, and I hope you keep to the oath of having and being leaders that are desirable. I would like to thank the AOLF staff. I think this will not be very possible without your support. And also to the board, thank you very much. and the leadership of ALF. This includes Gabriel and the team, and also to the commitment that you've had and the teamwork that has made this possible. Now, I would like to honor a very special team to me. So this event began about May. That is the planning, of course. And I would like to have the committee stand up for the planning of the dinner committee. Please, if you are in the committee, stand up. Wameka uko backbench. I would like to really thank you. Thank you, Kajim. Thank you, Nasra. Thank you, Clevas. Thank you, Anjig. Thank you, Nzelani. Thank you, Beryl. Thank you, Emmanuel. And of course, Neb MC here. Thank you very much. Actually, Neb has been giving his time for free for several years for this event, for this LLF activities. So thank you very much. I would like to say thank you as well to Rahil. Rahil, yes, he has really given his effort as well in ensuring that we have videos, we have photos on time, and thank you very much. To our DJs, thank you very much. To the media team today, thank you very much. And Chebaibai as well. Chebaibai for hosting the live session that we had at the beginning, and the live stream that I hope some of the people who had the interview enjoyed very much. And all other service providers that I haven't mentioned, thank you very much for your excellence. If it wasn't for all of you working together for this, this will not be possible. And now allow me to speak from my heart. Tonight marks my final event as an LILF staff, and this community has shaped me deeply. I became an LLF member in 2019, and I have been a member to date, and I will keep being a member even after this. I will give my time, I will give my resources where possible, because I have been challenged, I have grown, and I have gotten a space to serve with purpose and conviction. I'm profoundly grateful for the trust you have placed in me, the relationship we've built, and the countless lessons I carry with me. Though I am transitioning from my role, I am not leaving the LLF family. I remain a brother to this community and a believer in the vision of raising leaders who raise others, because, of course, the mission of LLF is nurturing a new breed of leaders. I hope to continue with the legacy of service that defines who we are and what LLF is about. As I step into the next chapter, I carry with me the values, friendship, and memories that LLF has planted in my life. Thank you for giving me the honor of serving once again, and may we continue to champion good leadership, build meaningful relationships, and live out the values of love, integrity, friendship, and excellence, which are the core values of what LLF is about, and so that we may leave a legacy that is defined by service. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful, wonderful night ahead.
All right, let's appreciate Mr. Kimeo, who was the chair of our committee. So ladies and gentlemen, and for those of us who are watching, maybe futuristic, you're watching this in 2027, 2028, we mark the end of our dinner. The theme was actually a Roman-themed dinner, and it was Legatem di Sevirti? Committee? What's the theme in Latin? Lega? Seviti. Thank you very much. My name has been MC. Yes? All right. So, yeah. All right. So, I've been requested to invite someone to close for us with the word of prayer. Gabriel is just pointing. All right. So, we can just be up on our feet as we close the word of prayer. Then, officially, we can transition to the next part. Karibu sana.
Hello. Hi. I think we can all stand and pray. My name is Timothy Omwanza. And I'm one of the oldest guys who was here before, earlier there. So let's just pray together as we exit. Father, we thank you because of bringing us together. Every time we come together, there is a clear purpose. You have already ordained things, and so we believe in your ordinations. And so we thank you because you have given us an opportunity to meet again. As we connect, as we reconnect, we pray that these connections will stay and these connections will work. Father, we also thank you for the committee. We thank you for different groups of people who are maybe here or not here. We thank you for enabling us to be part of this conglomerate today. And so, Lord, even as we exit, we pray as we take a quick exit back to our homes or back to where we stay, we ask that, Lord, you will go with us because you commission, you lead, and we follow. And so, Lord, tonight, if there is one who has felt offended, if there is one who has felt joy, meet each one of us at our place and administer to us your joy. Let the joy of the Lord go with us. Let the goodness and the mercies of God follow us. Let us enjoy being at the feet of Christ. We thank you for each one of us in every way possible. Even as we leave, we glorify your name. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. My name is MC Neb. And if you want to have more food, we have some food even as we dance together. DJ, now when you're ready, you can cut the stream. Let's do this. Thank you very much.